Yeah.
Yeah, we back.
Braggadocious.
Episode 5. Braggadocious. I got another hard hitting guest for you guys today.
Braggadocious.
Guess who came in the building? It's your boy. I don't know how to say it. 2 plus 2
equals 4. Yeah, that's right.
2 is cool.
Now, how they say it though?
So it's 5-2.
It's 5-2.
It's people say V2, but the 5 in the V is Roman numeral, so it's 5-2.
5-2.
But I just say call me 2 for short.
Oh, okay. Because you know when I hear the the sample or whatever,
The tag.
that hoe go so fast. I already hear 2.
Yeah, that's
It be like who? It be like 2. Who you talking about? I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's
a whole another one. Hell yeah. So welcome to Braggadocious, man. We about to talk to you about some things, you know, your life. Why you in Texas? Why you at FedEx Express doing your thing? What's the deal, man? How your day going? How your morning going?
Hey man, my morning's going real well, man. It was my birthday yesterday, so.
Oh, your birthday was yesterday?
Oh,
congratulations. How old are you now?
Belated birthday.
I'm older today.
What you with? 31, 32?
I'm 31 now.
Are you 31? Oh,
31?
congratulations, man.
Okay.
Oh, you getting it. For sure. Yeah. You can teach these youngsters something, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not that far off from you guys, so.
Yeah, I'm 29.
I'm 27.
20 cent?
26. Because
Oh, yeah.
my birthday in December.
Youngster.
Yeah. So you wise. You got a lot of wisdom in
Seasoned
everything,
vet.
boy.
Yeah, I'm like the nigga on the end of the bench that's just collecting the check. I'm Udonis Haslam right now, just just on the team, but I ain't getting no playing time. But anyway, I mean, shit, my story.
Yeah, you okay, so you from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm originally from Queens.
Oh, Queens. All right. Tell us about Queens. I don't know nothing about Queens. 50 Cent from there, right?
Yeah, 50. I mean, everybody 50 Nas, Mobb Deep. So Queens and New York, we got boroughs and shit, right? Like,
Okay.
I don't even know how to explain.
Ain't they like
what
little
that
cities?
shit
Because
is.
y'all be saying boroughs. I be thinking they hoods, but apparently they bigger than like hoods.
Yeah, so to how it is, it's probably like how you got different counties out here. Like it's Harris County, then there's
Oh, so y'all
Other
really,
county, I don't know.
they really different cities.
not really different city because it's all under
It's
New
like-
York, but they separated, I guess, just geographically like that. So you
Yeah,
got
I-
Manhattan.
I picture them as counties.
So it's like,
That's what I see,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's like-
Boroughs like counties.
so it's like us in Pearland
Yeah.
I guess.
and
Yeah.
Fresno and shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Time Ball.
Yeah.
So how your life was like? You know, you grew up honest kid, on the road.
Honestly, hell,
All good
I grew up-
grades?
Nah, not on the road, but I grew up just seeing homies and older brother getting into shit, so I knew what not to do. Like, I was still out. I mean, not running the street, but I knew the niggas that was out there. But kind of, I was always the one that was able just to go home afterward. Like, grew up with both my parents in the crib and shit. So, like I said, I just had examples of what not to do. I didn't really have any reasons to be out there. And I mean, shit.
Was the streets bad out there? Because on the movies they look bad.
Yeah.
I be watching Tyreek. I said, man, Tyreek can't stop getting into some bullshit.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I feel like it's like everywhere though, bro. Like the streets is just bad everywhere because that's what people got to do just to get it sometimes. But so where I grew up in Far Rockaway, Queens. That's like part of Queens where people consider like if you don't know nobody, because it's by the beach, and when you hear by the beach,
Like, y'all by
it's
actual beach.
like it's Rockaway Beach, like legit, like how my hood is like set up. On one side you got the ocean, which is the beach, and on the other side you got the bay. So we on a peninsula, like legit.
Yeah, man. You remember that part on Raising Canaan shooting up?
Word, like legit.
That's where it was at.
It was
That's
actually
what I
in the
don't
part of Power when Kanan got killed when the cop came and
Yeah.
right when if you look in the back you see the train and shit
Yeah.
going by. That's Far Rock. Like I was surprised they even had that.
All
shit
right,
in
all
there.
right.
But and I don't know if y'all ever heard this nigga Chinks Drugs. He used to be on.
Oh yeah,
Coke Boy.
that's the Coke Boy nigga. Yeah, he was
from
hard.
Far Rock.
Yeah, he was hard. He was
And
cool.
Stack Bundles, he was under like.
I heard about
Chinks-
Stack
Chinks was
Bundles.
under here. So that's the part of Queens I'm from. Like outside of them niggas, it ain't nobody else that made it from there.
Hold on, Stack Bundles ain't the one that's dead, right?
Yeah, both of them niggas dead, bro. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I know.
like,
Chinks passed
Yeah, I
away.
know
He
he
got
got-
killed.
both of them niggas died the same way. Like coming out
In the
that
car?
hood, getting murdered in the place where they from on some like Nipsey shit. Like anybody that came up, even made it anywhere near being successful, niggas just stayed in the hood and then wasn't able to make it out, bro. Like being successful, because Stack was running around with like Jimmy and them niggas, like
Jim Jones,
Bird Gang and Max B and them niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I always had a question.
Yeah.
When that Bird Gang shit came out, was it like a real problem? Like, did gang banging go to like the highest? Because apparently now it's just out of control over there.
It's wild because it's like it's always been. I guess just with music, and hip hop like being so more like getting more popular, that shit was just a lot more popularized. Like, because there's always been a gang culture in New York, Bloods, Crips, and shit. But when hip hop started blowing up and like the internet started coming in for like YouTube and shit, I guess motherfuckers just wanted to start repping that shit more. Like, because I mean, not for nothing, that shit back in the day. I mean, even now, like that shit got you attention because just the image of that shit, imagery of it is just entertaining to watch.
I guess so, because I like Jim Jones was so influential. It was down here in the South. We had Dipset sets down here.
Oh, what?
And I didn't understand where the shit came from. I was
Damn,
like,
that's
what the
wild.
fuck? Yeah, like they didn't last long, I don't think. They didn't even last
But
long.
niggas just tried to
on the
start their
West?
own. Man, that's
They ain't
crazy.
last long, bro.
Nah, they ain't last long, but
That's
they used to
even
walk
wild.
around with the, like, you know them Dipset jerseys?
It's fucking-
Not the
oh,
jerseys, them
with the bird
shirts.
on
The
there?
bird, yeah.
Like
the bird
they
on
boys
there,
used to have the hats and the shirts. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they was doing that in Michigan too.
That's
The
wild.
Dipset shit?
Yeah.
that
That's
shit
just
weird.
crazy
It
how
was
just
like
to
an
see how.
air. It was like they was just doing that.
And these Southern niggas.
I'm about to say, it's just wild to see how influence is, bro. Like, that shit could touch anywhere. Really,
Yeah.
like, that's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I moved to Houston maybe 6 years ago now. Never been here, never knew anybody out here. I was just in a relationship at the time that was long distance. And we was just like, yo, hey, we should just move somewhere. Because she wasn't from Houston either. She was from Texas, but not Houston.
Hold up, so you let a Texas motherfucker con you down here? And that wasn't
Yeah,
even from Houston?
I got cons, bro. Real talk. Like, big
Say
con.
con.
Shit, a con, nigga.
Boy, you must have the glow, boy. I'm gonna bring you back home. I'm gonna show you the mama, daddy, everything. This nigga different.
Nah, fuck
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. Like, it worked out in terms of like, nigga, I was able to move here and establish a whole life because this was my first time living on my own too. Like,
Oh, 'cause this is like your college experience in a sense.
really, because I went to college,
Same.
but like I didn't commute. I mean, I commuted. I went to like a community college, so I didn't go away and shit. So legit, this was like my first experience, like living on my own, and I was living with somebody else. So it wasn't until 3 years later where I was physically on my own.
Me too.
Or yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. So, but I don't ever like to regret anything. Like past relationship was like didn't work out, which is cool. Like that's whatever. But I was able to learn a lot about myself and establish my business in terms of what I was doing back home. But it really solidified that shit. And
Yeah.
a lot of the best thing that worked for me in my favor was being the outsider out here. Nobody really knew or had history of you. So you would just be known for what it is that you did. Like me, I came out here, I was making beats and doing videos and shit. So
But no, that's how Houston worked.
Yeah.
Like the fucked up part about Houston, the people that live in Houston, like they won't get the recognition like they need to get or the push. But
Yeah.
like somebody like you, Javen, that's from like Detroit, New York, the different places. Period. Like y'all will come down here and shine. And to me, it's just the hustle. I say it's the hustle because I'm like,
Yeah.
when you at home, you too relaxed, you too
Relax.
comfortable. You're not pushing as hard as you can. But you have people from other cities, man. Y'all ain't got nothing. You got to push harder.
and I look at it too, like I got like a theory. I call this shit like like it's like a superhero theory in a sense, because it's like even when I was back home, I was doing this shit, but like you say, you don't really get the recognition for it. But as soon as you leave and you're not like attainable to the people that you knew back in the, like where you from, they look at you more when you're doing what you was doing back there in another city. Like, oh, this nigga was really serious about this shit. Like, and when you they can't really touch you every day. Like, they can't really just pull up on you or
It's the access.
contact. Yeah, like, they don't got
access.
access to you. They look
Yeah.
at you like, damn, this nigga really doing it. So in their eyes, you get like elevated a little bit. No matter if you're being successful or not, it's kind of they held you in like a higher esteem. And if you use it in the right way, it works for you.
Sometimes you got to leave your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Go somewhere.
Nah,
For sure. I
Yeah.
think that was the number one thing for me. Like, it was, in hindsight, it was me leaving my comfort zone and being able to find success in that space and really establish something.
Nah, that's how it go. You just gotta have that drive and that motivation. Cause that's how it's the same thing in college. Cause man, you'd be surprised on like how many people from like New York and LA come to like Houston just to go to TSU and shit.
Yeah.
You'd be like, bro, what the fuck? You came down here just to go to HBCU? That shit wild.
Yeah, man. You should went to. You could have went to USC and all
Right.
that.
I think they're hard to get into.
No,
think
that's
it's
I heard it's hard to
Yeah.
get into, but it's basically what you said. I agree with you said too.
Nah, yeah, cause you heard what happened at Howard. I heard, Howard, a private college.
Howard
Yeah, it
fucked
is.
up right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they fucked up.
Yeah,
You
they
know how much
fucked
they
up right
paying?
now.
They paying 70 bands. To go.
70?
Yeah,
70.
70 bands to go to that school. And that was supposed to be private. That shit crazy.
I'm so far removed from just how much college tuition and shit even is. Because like I said, I went to a community college. It was a actual like accredited school. I went to John Jay College in New York.
Oh, okay.
But nigga, I never had to pay for tuition. I was basically getting paid to go to college with financial aid, FAFSA and shit.
Oh yeah.
I was getting like every semester because my tuition was less than what I was getting in financial aid. I used to get a check every semester, a refund check, because it was like it was over. So I was caking off. That and having a job really helped me to save bread to move out here. Really,
Oh, that's crazy.
because I was living with my folks and shit, and I didn't have no bills, nigga, outside of like my phone bill. I didn't need a car because I was in New York and shit. I didn't have to pay insurance, gas, none of that shit. I was just stacking money, nigga.
But how do y'all, bro? I can't do that New York shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I went out there and like did the subway shit, bro. I had to use Apple Pay for everything. I said, bro, God, what the
That
fuck?
shit is new. Like my girl, we went out there. My new baby, hey, we went out there and so when I moved, they didn't have that Apple Pay shit for the subway. That
didn't
shit
have
is
it?
real convenient now, bro. Because it's like you used to need an actual card that you had to refill every time just to get on the bus and the train. But now you could just bloop Apple Pay and go everywhere. You don't even need that shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
That shit, like I still love doing that shit, bro. Because like you could get places so quick.
No, y'all shit move fast.
Yeah.
Like y'all on a different speed out there.
Yeah.
That bitch run 24/7, bro.
I believe it.
Legit.
Never been there, but I believe it.
That shit is legit.
So let's talk. We talked about your life. Let's talk about weird records. I don't know why I be having like double take and stop before I say weird records. That shit weird. But yeah, let's talk about weird records. Like what's the like what it's about? Like
So Weird Records was started by my boy Dino, who I co-own the company with. He was out here. He from Mo City. He was running around doing his thing. He used to do.
Yeah,
videos
shout out to
too.
the Mo, man. Shout out to the
Shout
Mo.
out to the Mo.
Did Max up his dish out?
Yeah, Maxo.
Maxo. He from the motor.
Nah,
he
they say he from
A-Level.
Mission Bend. He from Mission Bend, but he say he from
staying out of
A-Leaf.
this.
I don't know.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing either. I just know the older cats. I know them. I know of them.
I heard a story. That's all I
He ain't
know.
from Till Run, right?
No, bro, don't say nothing that's gonna be crazy.
Man, all right.
Because the OGs already talked to me about it, and I was like, all right, cool.
I don't know.
You in trouble again?
No, I'm not in trouble, bro. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
All right, so let's get back to
But
the.
yeah, so my nigga Dino, he from the Mo and shit. What is that shit called? Valley East.
Spring Valley? I don't know.
I don't know
I
what
just
it's
made
called.
some shit.
Quail Valley East.
Quail Valley East, where he from that
Yeah,
side.
yeah, that's why. That's why I used to stay. Quail Valley East.
Where
Yeah.
he so basically how I met him, I used to, like I said, I came here, I was doing video shit, and I had at my last job where I was working, it was some niggas that rap, and they heard that I did videos and shit. And I mean, I was just trying to make a name for myself out here, telling niggas I did beats and shit. He was like, "Yo, we got this open mic shit at Warehouse Live. Can you come shoot it for us?" I was like, "Yeah, boom, it's this amount." So I was with them for the whole day, and while I was there, Johnny Dang's videographer was there too, shooting some shit. So he seen me with the cam. He just slid me his business card just on some like, "Yo, I see you doing your thing here," like, and I ain't think nothing of it. But I was just like, "Let me get this nigga a call." Next day, I hit him up, and then that's kind of like how I started working for Johnny Dang and shit, doing video. Like I used to edit a lot of his Instagram content and shit through his videographer. Then that's how I met Dino. Like I was running around with, I don't know if y'all niggas ever heard of this nigga named C-Stone.
Yeah, that's the big
C-Stone
his name
Breadwinner.
Breadwinner
Yeah,
C-Stone?
I think so.
That's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
that's
I've
their
seen the
crew.
name before on Instagram.
Yeah, so I don't know as far as like where he is now and shit, but he used to run around with Johnny a lot too. He used to do like his grills on wheel, Grills on Wheels, I think, him and Paul. So that's how I met Paul. Like I used to just be around them niggas a lot, just doing video, and that's how I met Dino, because he was doing the same shit. And then I remember how we got cool. It was one day, like, I used to cop bud and shit, and I ain't, like, the nigga I used to get from didn't have, and I just hit this nigga Dino up, and I'm like, yo, you know what, I could get bud? He was like, nigga, what you need? Like, I'll pull up, and nigga just pulled up, and we just been cool ever since. So how Weird Records started was, we used to run around doing video and shit. We used to, like, manage this one cat out here who used to do some content, and then all of this shit led to us working together, because all of that shit never panned out, because them niggas, I don't want to say they took us for granted, but they were we would be in a position where we were trying to help them with their career, but they were kind of not really appreciate it and trying to take advantage. Like we wouldn't get recognized for shit, which it didn't come down to that, but it was more so like, hey man, we doing a lot and y'all not even really noticing us for the shit. So with like the Johnny Dang thing, I don't even know if this like should be said or whatever, but most of the shit I edited Paul videos and shit, but I could never get credit for the shit. They would just pay me, like give me some bread and be
so you was like a freelance worker with no credit.
And put our names on the shit. Edit the full video but put our shit at the end to say we did the shit. And his explanation for it was like, yo, when it comes down to client work and just working with different people, we don't want to confuse them in terms of like who's doing the work. But in my mind, that registered as like, nigga, you just don't want to lose this client to me because I'm giving them the sauce. Really, like y'all want to keep this shit under y'all business. So really, I was building their business, but not really getting no recognition for it in terms of my individual talent.
And you putting hard work and effort in.
Time, nigga, for a little bit of bread. I didn't even work. Like at the end of the day, I would have did it for free if I could just get noticed for that shit. Right. So same situation with Dino. We both one day was just smoking and was just talking about the shit and realized, yo, we had a similar story in terms of like how we both went through that shit. And then we was currently going through it with the nigga that we was working with. Then found out he used to make music and shit. I always made beats and kind of one day we was just like, yo, let's hit the studio and nigga, from there we just took off. Like he always had like his thing used to be it's about to get weird. That's like our website now. It's about to get weird.com. And I was like, yo, it would be live if we just started a name. Like we should just name this shit Weird Records. Like that shit is it sounds like something that existed already, but when we did the research, it was like, yo, nobody has ever used that name before.
Y'all probably think about Strange Records. You know, ain't like
yeah,
two Strange
that's
records?
strange. That's a Tech Nine shit.
Yeah.
But in the same sense of like when you hear the word weird,
yeah, you don't hear that shit.
You think niggas think like negative about the word, like nigga, you weird. Like you think of it in the terms of like it has a negative connotation.
But that's like an LA thing, because out here you can call a nigga weird and nigga be like, okay, it'll be fine. Like,
Nigga be like,
nah, it's not weird because like I was looking at like No Jumper and shit. They was talking about, they was explaining like why you don't call a nigga weirdo and shit in LA because they use it as an offensive word out there and shit. But out here, you could be like, you know how you dress? Nigga be like, oh, you know, that's kind of weird. And like, if our day go by, but then you might be offended to like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah. So, word, that's just how it started. Like, we used to, like, cause I always been producing. And like, I mean, I rap and shit too, but I do it more so in the sense of, I like to make reference tracks. So like when I make my beats, I can send it off to somebody.
Oh, so you be songwriting and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I think the shit should be. And like back home, I was doing this shit with my homies and shit. So that's kind of what helped me even build a passion for making beats. Like I started making beats, and then because I had people that was rapping, it helped me to just continue doing the shit because I had people to give beats to and work with. That's how I learned to engineer. And then fast forward, moved here. Like we started a whole business from this shit.
That's what's up. That's a very inspirational story.
That's cool.
So it's true that you're a multi-millionaire, and you know I've been asking you every day at work for the money I need, and hey, rent on the first, man. I need the money. Hey, shake him down, hold him down, hold him down, Juwan. You over here being scared and shit. Hold him down. Hey, go lock the goddamn door. Yeah, I was waiting for this day. You fucked up today, buddy. Ain't gonna burn the sage. Right. Shit. He just snitched on himself too much.
Man, crazy, man.
Nah, yeah, it's dope, man, because we able to like between the both of us, we just put our like minds together and just able to get like our videos done. Shit, shout out to my nigga Boomy over here, like came through, was able to help us elevate our fucking visual game, like.
I'm not for sure. Y'all are blessed, man. I'll tell you a crazy story about that shit, right? I feel like everything happened in perfect timing. Because I had just got to FedEx I've been there like a year now. Yeah. And it's like, it's about to be almost 2 years. And I'm just a friendly ass nigga though. So when I seen you saying that you need a videographer, I'm kind of bullshittish. So I was like, I kind of was like going bullshit you, and then I was like, nah, let me go out here and really do it, because I'm really trying to build my portfolio. And just ever since then, like you genuinely fuck with me, and then like the shit been going up. So I'm like, I mean, I like to see the progress in the work, and I'm gonna be wanting too much, bro. So I don't be really tripping. I'm like, man, let's get it.
Well, no, we appreciate you for sure, bro. Like,
I know y'all appreciate me that y'all gave me a shirt. I said I'm a part of the label. They just signed me. I thought I had a record deal for my brother. Like, hey, we going up, bitch. This Weird Records. I'm the only one on this. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with y'all on that for shit show.
And that's really kind of how we really trying to build a roster. Just people that's genuinely interested in what they do on their own, but can help everybody win. You know what I mean? Like just put our heads together and just get a lot of work done consistently. I feel like that goes a long way because in this game now it takes a lot just to get recognized because there's so many people doing this shit.
This shit's so saturated. You got to be so different and you got to just so be out of the box. But if you need any marketing, I have a marketing agent here. Hey. He's right here. He's willing to work. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I got a DJ / producer. You know what I mean? He do all other shit too. But for shit show. But that's how
that nigga's cold too.
Yeah, I'll tell you how the game is though. The game is too saturated, and you really gotta have it. It's really about the bread, the money. That's what I was like. If we could build like advertisement dollars and really just push that shit in like YouTube and other social media platforms, shit will blow way faster.
Yeah, that's what it takes. It really just takes. I think bottom line though, consistency in what the work that you do helps. Because if you have like a steady amount of work coming out. All of that marketing stuff could come later. Right, because then when people discover you, they got a whole catalog of shit to look through. Yeah. So, that shit is important.
That's true, though. Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Dino. Shout out to Mo.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Shout out Dino. He doing his thing for shit. So, is there any other artists you've been working with, like in like New York or out here?
Hell yeah, I fuck back home. I fuck with my man's Cash Sinatra. He's like popping out in New York. Like
Cash Sinatra, I gotta look that shit up. What type of music he making?
Like that nigga motto is like he make elegant street music. Okay. In terms of like, if you want to relate it to something, it's on some like Nipsey Hussle, Larry June, like
so smooth shit.
Like real smooth player shit, but still like cool cat, but like still like in the streets type shit. So it's like I fuck with him. Like that's low key. He's one of my favorite rappers too, because that nigga is cold. Like he like bars. That nigga is like legit. And up to this day, like I did like videos for him. I met him through a homie I went to high school with. He was rapping, and I was doing one of his videos, and like he's cool with Cash, and then Cash was just at the shoot. And my homie, shout out to my nigga Grizzly. That nigga was, I think it was his birthday or some shit that day. We were shooting a video, and that nigga got so fucked up, bro. Like shooting a vid, like this nigga was wasted. Like, and that nigga Cash kind of had to like take control. And afterward, like that's how we started chopping it up. I was just like, yo, you the man for like making sure this shit got done like correctly and just was successful. And so from then we started chopping it up. But to this day, I ain't never been in the studio with my nigga Cash. Like. I make like every project he come out with, I produce some shit on. Actually, his most recent project is called "It's Not Me, It's You." It's like a flip on "It's Not You, It's Me." But he said, "Nah, nigga, it ain't me, it's you, bitch." Like,
I like that. It's true. Right. It's never me.
It's not me. It's you.
Fact. So we had a record on that shit called "New Money." Like I made the beat and I came up with like a hook and a reference for like a verse and shit. Shout out to that nigga. Like he used it. And nigga, we ended up. He was able to become like a Sprite artist, like legit Sprite. The company they have
a soda.
Soda.
Oh, okay.
Like Coca-Cola, nigga, like big time shit. He was able to become because they have like a music division. I don't even know. You go to the Sprite website. They got like a whole music division where they
make like jingles and shit.
Nah, nigga, like legit artists that they
push. Doing like Red Bull,
like an endorsement.
Yeah, like an endorsement, like a sponsorship.
Sponsorship.
Doing like
so like that song was like they put it on their it's called Sprite Way playlist.
Oh, so that makes sense why like they did that shit like last year. They had all the rappers on the cans and shit.
They do that shit every year. Like so, nigga, that right there is one of my biggest placements. Like we on that Spotify playlist, like a legit Spotify playlist, and that shit go up. And like shout out to that nigga. Like I got a significant part of the split for that shit because I wrote a little bit of songwriting. He got another artist on that shit, and I did the beat too. So it's like,
oh, that's love right there.
Like shout out to him. Like nobody, like people didn't have to. He didn't have to do that shit because he could have just been like, hey nigga, nah, this my song, nigga. Like
he could have hijacked that shit.
I could just give you the producer cut, but nah, he a real nigga. So that's real, I fuck with him. Like, out here in Houston, I fuck with my nigga Paris LaRouge. That nigga's pretty cold. He just put out a new project, Big Perry. I produced the record on there. And shit, I'm just trying to work with anybody that's really hungry, bro. Honestly, like I don't even really care. I want to work with dope people, of course, but if you consistently put music out, I feel like you get better over time. Like it don't even matter and shit. Half the music out nowadays, if you just got a fan base, or
it's gonna push itself.
It's gonna push itself. So that's really what I'm currently trying to work on, like this compilation project where I'm just going some Khaled shit or Metro Boomin, where I just produce a bunch of records
or a bunch of artists on it.
Nah, just a bunch of artists on different songs on the tape.
Yeah, like Heroes Don't Wear No Capes.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm working on something like that right now.
That was the name of Metro on one of Metro albums.
Superman, I'm telling you, Superman wore a cape.
Nah, he
though.
do, bro. He do.
He said Heroes Don't Wear Capes.
That's the name of
Flash.
He ain't called no Heroes Don't Wear Capes.
Yeah,
I think it's called No Capes or some shit.
Nah, it's hero. I think he right. Heroes Don't Wear Capes.
I gotta look this shit up.
That's
with Metro, bro.
I feel like you got this shit wrong.
I'm telling you.
Shout out to Metro though. That nigga.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Not all heroes wear capes. That's what
Yeah, well, I say I know that how did it sound right.
it was something. I know.
Cause he trying to tell y'all.
I mean, he got
He a
95% of the right though.
You gotta be right. He's a villain the whole time.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how like I ended up out here just doing my thing, really, man. And I mean, it's working. Really, that's the number one thing. But I feel like I said, I've been doing this shit for a while. Like if I look at time in how long I've been making beats, it's like 10 years plus. But they say it takes for you to become an overnight success. It take like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not
I'm
no
saying.
bullshit. It take a bunch of 10, 50 years, a bunch of no's.
It's just as long as you being consistent, like you'll find your niche and you'll find like your path and how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
a lot of people looking to just go viral and then just be successful, but I feel like that's the worst way to gain success.
But you know, we in that microwave society though.
Yeah.
Cause I know listen to they got some new boys out there in New York. I forgot their names, but you heard that B Love shit?
Be Love?
Yeah, that B Love shit. It's popping right now in New York.
New York got a lot of drill, like the drill. New York that shit is crazy, bro. Like drill music, that shit is like it's real gangsters. That's doing music, nigga. Like a lot of these niggas is real life gangsters, nigga. Like they just making music.
But nah, the B Love shit. You never heard none of the nigga music?
Nah, I don't think so,
bro.
Cole?
You remember lo-fi beats? Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay, nah, I ain't gonna compare it to lo-fi beats. These niggas are taking like R&B samples and then flipping them bitches. So the beginning of them bitches will be an R&B sample, and then that will be a whole bitch. I hit. You know what I'm saying?
Low key. So like I got my nigga in Harlem. He a producer. His name his producer name is Fifth Channel. Mm-hmm. He do a lot of that shit. Like he'll remake a old school like fucking R&B joint, and then that shit just turn into a whole drill beat, and niggas come on that shit. Bow, nigga, I'm on the slide. I'm like, damn, nigga, these niggas is serious.
Y'all niggas got hella ops out there in New York. I get tired of that shit sometimes.
And it's so small, bro. Like niggas, it be like, yo, I live on this street. The shit is so small. Like it be niggas on this street and then 2 streets down beefing. And it's like, nigga, you could run into that nigga at any moment, every day.
But yeah, that's what me and you talked about on the side one time. So I asked you what's so different about, you know, New York and Houston. You told me you like Houston because it's more spaced out.
But nah, that's how Chicago is too. Them niggas be on the street behind each other.
Yeah. Like real life beefing, nigga. Like,
But see, the thing about Houston, what I always loved about Houston, like I know you watched the Maxwell shit. So some of the shit he was saying is like pretty much true, right?
So.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't watched it, so I can't quote what he said. But I just know, like, when I went to school in the 3rd Ward of Yates, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And a lot of us come from like Yellowstone, Sunnyside, 3rd Ward. You know, we living in like the hood. Some of us like lower middle class and shit like
ghetto.
That. Lower middle class and shit like that, right?
The slums.
But
wait, not to cut you off,
funny.
but to cut you off, nigga. I was out yesterday. Like I said, it was my birthday. I was with my girl. We went to this spot. We was in 5th Ward, nigga. We left the spot, and I seen a crack pipe on the floor, bro. A crack pipe, like a used crack pipe, nigga. Like I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is the hood.
5th, man.
That shit was wild.
But now, what I was saying to the point was that we have niggas that come from the other side of town, like Pearland, like the very nice neighborhoods, and they like for some reason they convinced their parents to let them go to school in the hood. Don't make no fucking sense. I mean, because some of their parents used to be like alumni and shit, probably,
right?
But they'll come to school over here and like become gangster.
And they stay in Pearland. Crazy.
Yeah, you be scared. You be like, oh my god. They be the one. They don't be the ones catching the bodies. You be like, nigga.
Yeah.
And shit like that. But
yeah, I had to take care of this shit. My bad.
I know. Do you think, bro? This is, bro. We ain't got no video here. They don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I see that you got a different style of fashion. You got the 2 chains. You got the beads around your neck. Have anybody said, where are you from? They ain't just been like, nigga, you is, what is going on?
Honestly,
you got a rollie on your wrist?
Nah, this is a little something.
You got a rollie.
Hey, hold down.
Legit, like, anytime I tell people I'm from New York, they be like, you're not from New York, nigga. You don't even sound like that. I'm like, nah, I'm from New York, bro. Like, for sure.
Now, y'all got an accent for shit,
Yeah, y'all got an accent,
New York got an accent.
But the thing's so weird. Why all y'all going to FedEx?
Nigga, that's one of them jobs that's like you kind of guaranteed to get into that shit. As long as you ain't too involved in the streets, you could get a job there.
I be telling all the street niggas go get a job. They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They want to sell dope and shit.
But now going back to that viral though, I think stars don't believe in longevity these days.
Talking about stars?
Well, just artists and in general. Mm-hmm. You want to blow up, but then it's like, you know.
Yeah, that's facts though. Really, my OG told me really it was like going viral. Really, you already gotta have a fan base already, kind of go viral. Just the other people gotta push it.
Yeah,
but as long as you being authentic and being yourself, people gonna fuck with it anyway.
I mean, you gotta do your research because I ain't gonna lie. The reason I be fucking with Juwan Tough, he did a lot of shit by himself and then went viral. We went viral with Bounce That Ass.
Yeah, I was viral twice, but the other shit was not no music shit. That was on some other shit.
TikTok
I was on TikTok shit.
I was saying you still made it happen. Yeah, that shit hard to do. Like for this,
I even went viral on Instagram one time. For it was a meme. People, it was like the mini go-kart shit.
Oh yeah, the memes.
The mini go-kart shit, right? Some dude riding a mini go-kart, right? In the rain, right? And what I did is that I put the Super Mario racer shit. I went viral. Nigga had like 200, maybe about like 70 views on there.
Well, y'all heard
but the algorithm changed, man. The algorithm changed all the time.
That shit.
You heard Dr. Dre for the GTA shit? He making new music with GTA?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
My nigga hurt, bro. Y'all let that woman stress his ass out.
Nah,
nigga got a brain asthma, almost died and shit. Then she served the nigga papers at the funeral.
Wow, I ain't do nothing.
Dre brain aneurysm.
Yeah, so
I'm surprised he survived that shit. I be hearing niggas die from that shit.
And he's like, he's got all his faculties still. Like a lot of people don't make it back from that shit.
Nah, for real, nobody don't.
Nah, you know,
that's all that money from.
You know, be surprised me the people that be having strokes and like they make it through the stroke. Cause you know, a stroke will fuck you up. Like you be damn near retarded, not retarded, but paralyzed.
Right, paralyzed.
Right, you paralyzed, bro.
I'm just saying,
you paralyzed on the left.
So you got a little bit. You got the RET.
Yeah, bro. You still kind of good. You just paralyzed.
But I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl though.
You can be strong.
And see
where is it this year?
Yeah, in LA.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You got Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
They had to put Eminem on there.
And Eminem.
For the middle of the country. They had to get M on there. But that's going to be a wild
that's
show.
going to be cool.
It's the first like all hip hop. This is straight hip hop. It ain't even like act that just got a hip hop song with somebody. This is straight like hip hop. Everybody on that bitch.
They said it's gonna be a historical moment for LA. Yep. You know, for
hip hop.
Yeah, for hip hop. Yeah, for shit show.
And Snoop Dogg is on it too.
Yes,
bro. You know, with Dre on that shit, Snoop. Yeah. The whole mob gonna be there. 50 Cent might pop out that bitch, and he not even from LA.
Yeah, yeah. Let me ask you this question though. When you like music, right, rap music, like when you decide like I'm going to be a producer and be involved in music.
So that's a good question. So how I even got into making beats and being a producer, really wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. So I had a homie, like RP, he passed away in the military, but he went to the army and came back and just had FL Studio on his computer. Yeah. Like randomly on a laptop and was like, yo, check this shit out. I've been making beats with it. And like he had like some like corny shit. Mm-hmm. And like I was like, oh word, like it's cool. I had no interest in that shit at all though. Yeah. I used to be a video game nigga playing games heavy. Yeah. And then I was like, put it on my computer. I think I was probably like 17, 18 at the time. Like in college. And then put it on my computer. Like I had the free version, crack version back in the day. And it was like FL Studio 9. Yeah. And had no interest in it, but it was this one summer. Like I said, I had homies out in the streets, but I knew better, and I would just stay in the crib, nigga. Like anytime I seen shit getting too hot, I'm like, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas. I'm gonna be inside.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was this one summer I didn't have any classes and anything like that. So I opened it up. Let me check this shit out. And this was around the time I think Blueprint 3 was out. Whole shit.
Yeah.
Run This Town out.
Blueprint 3?
Yeah.
You know what's wild? That shit don't seem like that long ago, but that shit was.
That shit was a long time ago.
But that's a monumental album right
So
there.
he had Run This Town. Like I thought that was the greatest beat ever, and I've always fucked with Kanye.
Nah, it is.
And then I learned, I was like, oh shit, this shit is a sample. This was back when YouTube, you could actually go on there, and it was like a lot of niggas put videos up of like, yo, this is a hip hop song, and then they would play the sample.
Yeah.
And I learned, I was like, oh shit, this is how these niggas make this music. So then that's how I learned to make beats. I was sampling shit. I never knew how to play melodies, like. And in the old FL, like the stock sounds was super trash. Like,
it was
super trash. So like, I couldn't really make no ill shit. So I just learned to sample, and from doing that, like it kind of piqued my interest in just learning how hip hop music was made. I was like, oh shit. And I would go back and listen to like real old shit and listen and realize like, oh, this shit is all samples, nigga. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like wow.
So what you do now? You sample heavy?
Like my most recent project I put out with Dino, we got one sample on there, but a lot of my shit I just kind of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. Sometimes a lot of loops. Like I'll make my own melody. Like I kind of like manipulate shit and sounds now. So like I might have a loop somebody send me or a sample, and I might put like a delay on it, reverse that bit, just manipulate it to where it just sounds different. And then I'll layer everything after that. But that's really how I got into making beats. Kanye West, that's probably like one of my biggest inspirations still. Okay. And then understanding what sampling was, and I always loved music though. Like I remember my first song that really made me be like, oh yo, this shit is dope. I remember it was like back in the 90s, Busta Rhymes. He's still one of my favorites too. He put out that Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That beat. I remember it was one time. It was like my whole family, like, because my family is Caribbean, so like, they don't really listen to hip hop that much. It's just by like listening to radio.
What type of Caribbean you in?
So my pop's from Trinidad. Okay. And my mom's Hispanic. My mom's from Honduras, but she like black Hispanic. Like, she looked like me, nigga. But her first language
what they
is
call
Spanish.
it now? Afro-Latino?
They call that shit Latinx or something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. It's gonna be some dark skinned people.
They look like me, nigga. But
they black.
Like her first language is Spanish. Word.
They regular black folks. They speak Spanish.
That shit blew my mind when I really understood. I'm like, yo, like, because growing up, my mom was a black woman to me, but I'm like, yo, you speak Spanish. Like, what the fuck? Like, fluently, like, she'll be out and like we might go into like a Hispanic whatever, and like the people behind the register speaking Spanish. I'm like, yo, speak Spanish to them. And then she'll start doing that. They be looking at her like, yo, what the fuck? Where did you learn this? But, so like.
You ain't learn?
Man, she never taught us, bro. Like, none of my siblings, but I'm mad. Like, so her reasoning for it was back in the day in the 90s when we was going to school and like my brother and sister in the 80s and shit. Yeah. She thought we would fall behind if we knew a different language going to school.
Right.
Yeah. But in hindsight, you look at it, it's like, nah, that actually put you ahead. So
I think it advanced the brain cells when you know more.
So like I know a little Spanish. Like I could kind of converse a little bit with you.
No, he asked me the same thing about French, bro, because I'm from Louisiana.
Now you claiming it.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm born in Louisiana, bro.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Go ahead, claim it. Go ahead, tell him.
Nah, I'm just
tell him what you really are.
Nah, bro. I told him before, bro. I was born in Louisiana, but I grew up out here.
Yeah.
You got some surprises for me too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You said, nah, I'm black, nigga.
You're right. Yeah, so we the two regulars over here.
Well, no, wait. I take that back. My mom is mixed. I take that back. My mom is mixed. We got Caucasian
surprise,
in my
motherfucker.
family,
All right.
and we got the Native American. That's
all
it.
right.
I wanted to do one of those like tests to see exactly where you from.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I know my parents heavily like Caribbean, South America, but I'm like, to get there, niggas had to come from somewhere in Africa.
I need to do that too.
But I have no idea, nigga. That's the problem when you, not a problem, but that's just like fucked up when you black in America, nigga. You don't know where the fuck you from. You just black, nigga.
I know like the most part, both my sides came from Louisiana, so I put the conclusion together. We were slaves.
Well, I mean, nigga, but I mean, like, you know specifically where in Africa and shit?
Nah.
That would just be interesting to know, like, oh shit, like, because niggas always say when you go back to Africa and you take a trip there, you just feel connected to just being in the continent and shit, like you just feel it. I'm like, it would be interesting to learn that shit.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
So you said the Busta Rhymes. What song it was again?
Oh yeah, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. Yeah, I remember it came on the radio, and that's what I was saying. Everybody in the car was just going crazy because that song was just so lit. Like I remember my mom's was hype, my dad, my sister and brother and shit.
That beat right there.
Yeah, the beat live.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know my favorite Busta Rhymes song is how it go? Ooh, I got you all and shit. Yeah, that's my favorite. That's when I was like, I fuck with Busta Rhymes. After that, I was like,
you talking about?
You was talking about Busta Rhymes. You was talking about.
I talking about what song?
I think it's Woo-Ha.
I got some hit. No, shit that make you break your neck. Ooh, I got you all in check.
Oh, that's about that one.
Throw
I
your
think
hands,
my favorite.
Throw your hands never disrespect that song.
I think that was his first single after he was in because he used to be in Tribe, like Tribe Called. I don't know if he was actually.
No, he was down with him.
No,
yeah,
he
was down with him.
He was cool with him.
And then like that was his first like solo
was he with
single.
the Leaders of New School?
Yeah, he was a New School. Yeah. And it was called that song Scenario. But he was cool with them. He was cool with them.
I seen this article online that said that Busta Rhymes and like Notorious B.I.G. and a few other legends went to high school together.
Yeah. You talking about Jay-Z.
In Brooklyn.
Yeah. All them.
Yeah.
In that area, that's a like Bed-Stuy area. I forget the school, but yeah, they like all live in like.
Yeah, that's where my great auntie from.
Oh, word?
Yeah, she from Bed-Stuy.
Oh, that's what's up. That's the thing about New York too, bro. Like I remember growing up, you could live in New York, but it would be some areas you just never been to, like ever. Like I could say honestly, I only been to the Bronx probably like 5 times ever in my life. Because it was like when you don't know nobody, you have no reason to just go there. Unless you're going for like a school trip to like the zoo or some kind of activity. You don't just go like, yo, I'm gonna go to the Bronx today. Like it's like you just never went to that shit.
Yeah.
So I appreciate New York a lot more when I go back to visit. Mm-hmm. You take a lot of shit. I think that's probably anywhere when you grow up. You take a lot of the shit that people from the outside look at as like, oh, that would be some cool shit to do. You take it for granted because you like, nigga, I live here. I could do that whenever.
Yeah.
You get kind of like arrogant with it, but then you end up not doing none of that shit. Like, I left and I'm like, I go back with my girl now and like, I be like, yo, I ain't never did this. She's like, how you live here? You ain't never been in the Empire State? I'm like, nah, I pass by it every time, but
you just know about going to bodegas, man.
I hear that a lot though.
Get that chopped cheese.
Sean said that same shit. Not you, but the other Sean said that shit.
Alright, so
he's like, he's never been over there.
Crazy shit. That nigga got the same name as me. He a little older, probably like 10 years, and we grew up in the same hood. He from Far Rock too, bro.
Oh, for real?
That's crazy.
That's wild. Crazy. Like I was just like, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, so it is true. The parallel universes collided together.
Nigga,
that's your older self.
That's your older self.
And you know what's wild? He used to make music and shit. He said he used to like songwrite for like Master P and them niggas back in the day.
Okay.
But, like I don't know if this is good business or whatever, but that it turned out he said P and them niggas never used to like to pay well, nigga. Like they would just put like give you some bread, put you up in a nice crib, and just have you writing songs and shit. And then you like, just like I think that's an old model, like kind of like how the Johnny Dang shit was. It's like nigga, we gonna bring you around and make you seem like you got the like yo, this is for the look, and you around all this cool shit, but it ain't really doing nothing for you.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you got to have control on like the final decisions when it come down. Cause like I like what you do is like when we start making the videos and recording and stuff. Like when you be doing your edits, like you start putting my name in the shit, and like I ain't never really asked you to do that, and you just start doing it your own. I was like, oh fuck, shit, it's going up now. I'm on IMDb, like bitch,
yeah, bro.
I'm on that hoe.
Cause I always look at it like nigga, I know how it is to do work and not get no credit for that shit. Like. I don't care what it is and niggas end up doing, but if you're a part of it, I feel like you should get recognition for it. Because people look at like if you on like yo, if a nigga shot you out, or you on too now, it's like it really comes down to what you do. So if you have a list of like credits, it all depends on what you do with it, where it takes you. You know what I mean? Like because it's like situation now. That's what's going on with Trav and like all that shit in the Mo. Like my nigga Dre, like this nigga Trav put him on his Instagram story the other day, so. Anybody that know him or know of him will be like, oh, nigga, this nigga on now, you lit. It really just takes what you do with that exposure or just that moment in time. Like, so it's like, it's ultimately up to you. It don't really matter what another nigga could do for you. It's really like, yo, all right, now you got to know how to.
That longevity.
Maneuver.
Nah, because in today's world, you gotta do it all yourself and make that shit last.
Nah, for real. you just gotta have a vision of where you're trying to get to. Like, I think that's the number one thing for me. Like, I had all of these credits, and before I used to be upset, like, yo, damn, I used to do this. I could have met so-and-so and gave him a beat if I was still working with Johnny or whatever. Because every day it would have different, like, artists and shit coming through the store just because, nigga, you come to Houston, you want some ice, you going to Johnny shit.
Yeah.
Right. So I would see niggas, like, every day.
Y'all was at the standalone store, or y'all was at the...
on the shit on Richmond?
Y'all was never working at the one in the Galleria?
Nah.
No, yeah, I went to one in Richmond.
Yeah, I always used to be at the one on Richmond. Like, right upstairs, nigga.
What the fuck?
That shit, like, and that it was, like I said, it was a cool experience just to being a nigga that's not from here, just to be here less than 2 years, and just jump right into that shit. I was like, that was cool, but I was able to use it in a, like, being able to, because like I said, I used to be down on myself, like, damn, I ain't never used this shit to my advantage, but now it's like, it's just credits under my resume that
I used to be like that too, though, because I worked at Chanel. You know, Johnny Dane used to be above.
Oh, wow.
And when I was working at Chanel, all the rappers used to come to Chanel, you know, just to walk in that bitch. Yeah. And like, I used to like think in my head, bro, because I used to work at the front door, just like open the door in and out. So I was like, I'm the first nigga they see. Yeah. I'm / security. But I really could be in this house like, hey man, like, no, hear my tape or something, this and that. I ain't have none of that shit. I used to be like, bro, what I'm doing with my life? Cause I done met Mozzie, I done met Sauce Walker, I met a gang of niggas, Chanel, even Black Boy JB, when that Drake gave him that, after he did that video, he came to Chanel and shit, so I was like, man, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's really just opportunities that you have that you kind of gotta, cause it be a lot of shit like that where you might look at it as like, damn, I could have used that moment to get on or some shit, but it really ain't that. You got to just really have your own shit going on to where if you do run into niggas, if you got some shit like a catalog of shit, if it does come to the time where you have a convo with them and be like, yo, this is what I do, at least you'll have like a resume of shit done as opposed to looking to them to put you on. Like, it's like, yo, I'm already doing this shit. You could check it out, and if you fuck with it, then we could do some business.
No, that's how it is, though. You gotta have a resume ready and stuff. So when you see them, hey, this what it is. Hey, come fuck with me if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was the main reason we actually started a website, like, and have all our content on there. Because how you were talking about earlier, how the Instagram algorithms and shit change up so much. I feel like Instagram learned that people were getting a lot of money off that shit that they couldn't get their hand on. So it's kind of like how the government is. If we can't tax that shit, we're gonna limit your ability to do it.
Oh yeah, you know Uncle Sam, bro.
So it's like you have your website. Yeah. So like when Instagram was down and shit, like a couple of weeks ago, niggas couldn't use it. A lot of niggas just lost money because that's their only outlet to do what they do. Right. So I feel like you have a website, you might not utilize it all the time, but if you got like a place where people could just go and get your shit, at least that shit is there. You own that. Like, it's always there.
All right. So let me say this though. It's probably too much. You use Wix, Square. Was it Squarespace?
Squarespace.
Oh, you use Squarespace?
I use Squarespace for the Weird Record site, but I'm working on my own individual, because I have two businesses. I have the Weird Records business, which I'm really like, and now I'm like I would say I'm like co-founder, and like probably I don't even really know what my title would be. I would say I'm like a manager really, but I have my production company business too. So like I have my beat store that I'm making with Wix. Yeah. I'm making that shit with Wix. Because Wix will let you like customize a little better. You could actually free drag shit around.
Yeah, I like Wix.
Okay.
Squarespace, you're kind of limited to the slot they allow you to put in. You can kind of maneuver around, but it's real. It takes a lot more work.
It's real template based.
Yeah, it's real template based. Wix, you can kind of customize it to how you like that shit. So
I know. Yeah, Wix, you can code it up. You can code
you can code on Squarespace too, but it's still kind of like limited. It's real limited. It's kind of like old school, like MySpace HTML coding.
Oh, type shit. Yeah.
You just got to kind of search up what you're trying to do, and it allows you to do it. You can custom, but Wix is a lot. Like, I think user friendly.
And you just threw that shit back in MySpace. Make them,
hell yeah!
Because we used to be so smart. What happened to us?
Bro, it's really just
we learned coding and everybody forgot this shit.
We forgot.
Everybody forgot this shit.
Yeah, my girl code. She does like I don't even know if this giving too much. Like her, she does like
don't give her flowers. She
coding for Home Depot, nigga. Like you go to the Home Depot website, she do all that shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like that be because she work from home. I be like, damn, this you. I'm on Home Depot. She's like, yeah, check that out. I just did that. I'm like, damn, you working for Home Depot? Like you doing their whole shit. Like wow. I'll be like, yo, if I did this shit, I'll let any nigga know. I'm on the street like, yo, you fuck with Home Depot? Then go to that website. Yeah, I did that, nigga. Yeah. But she real humble with this shit. I'm like, nah, you would have.
Nah, because nowadays, it got to be harder because you're not just doing the website. When you do the website, you got to code it for mobile too. So like the
you
mobile
gotta
got to look right. So
too,
the web not looking right, the mobile not gonna look right.
That's the one difference I like about Wix better than Squarespace. When you do it on Squarespace, it'll optimize it for you, but you can't customize how it looks. You kind of have to do it on Squarespace, and then it gives you the mobile option to look to see how it translate. Wix, you could switch it, and then you can actually move it specifically to how you want it, not just based on how it looks, based on whatever you do for the desktop. So that's kind of what I'm learning with Wix right now. Guys, I'm working on that shit like right now.
Did you get into the Adobe Portfolio shit?
Nah, I never used that.
Yeah, that's another one. It's free, like as long as you got the subscription shit. But that shit look nice too.
Yeah,
I was trying to bring like some examples, but that's what that shit look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I made my
portfolio
on Squarespace. I just made it like my website.
That's on.
All right, so you say you
Adobe.
use Squarespace for
Creative Director shit.
the label,
Yeah, for the label.
Director.
I mean,
and
Credit
Wix
Cloud.
for the beat. So, how you linked it in with like? Do you use like stuff for like BeatStars or Airbit or no?
Nah, that's the main reason why I wanted to just do it on my own. I didn't want to have to use like BeatStars, Track Train and shit, because they take a cut, and it depends on how well you rank on that shit too, just for people to discover.
It's an algorithm.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'd rather have my shit. This way I can market it how I want. If I want a business card, I put a QR code on that shit. I see niggas out like, you make beats, send me some shit. I'm like, nigga, here.
Well, see, what's the stipulations around this shit? Because I see people, I see some like, I guess YouTube producers.
Yeah,
they have all three. They have BeatStars, they have their own website, and then they have YouTube. And I be trying to figure out how that shit work, because we're gonna jack you on YouTube regardless.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to buy, like you still giving them two options, and I don't understand why if you just got your own website.
So with that thinking, I think they probably do it just because just more exposure. You're just on multiple platforms, kind of like having Twitter and Instagram, just you in more places for people to find you.
Yeah.
In terms of like so I know some people that put their beats on YouTube, but they copyright it. So if you rip it off YouTube, it'll be linked to like, not an IP address, I forget the actual other thing is called. So if it goes up anywhere, that audio, it's kind of like how YouTube able to flag you for music and shit. It has some kind of a coding in there to where if that file gets ripped and uploaded anywhere, whether it's like an audio file, whatever, it'll ping in the system like, yo, your shit was just used here. You can flag it and get it taken down and shit. I seen a lot of niggas mixtapes get taken down that way because they didn't pay for a beat. Well, they said they was gonna pay for a beat, and they just never sent the nigga the money, and your whole project get taken down. Not
They
even
flag
just
it
that
down.
song.
Bro, you know what hood dudes be doing? They told me
yeah.
they'll go on YouTube, right? And maybe they being smart about it. Maybe they'll go look up like beats, and maybe I guess they getting the free ones or whatever.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of free beats.
They'll get a bunch of free beats. They're gonna make a whole tape and then throw it through they'll put it through DistroKid and everything, and that bitch go up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
and I ain't never seen none of they stuff get like took it down or anything.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways around it. Like if you're using free beats and shit, a lot of people do that just to get exposure. Because I mean, if you got your tag on there and shit, a lot of people look at it as like,
no, if you having the whole tag, they be rapping over the tag though. You ever seen Playboy Cardi? He be rapping over the tag.
Yeah, nah, facts.
I think he stole one of Juwan beats. I'm like, nigga, he stole your shit, boy.
I remember I used to be kind of. I used to put beats on SoundCloud back in the day, and I had it happen where a couple of niggas took my shit and made songs. Niggas I knew too. That would kind of fuck me up. I was like, damn, nigga, you could have asked me, nigga. I could have at least gave you a discount. But then that used to kind of hold me back from putting shit out on the internet. Then I realized I'm like, man, it's gonna happen regardless. It's better off to just have your shit out in the atmosphere, like in the world, and not be afraid of, damn, this is the one that could have made me blow up or some shit. It's like, as long as you consistently putting out work, that's what matter overall, is than just having one beat that you think is the best.
Right.
So how you put
You just gonna interrogate him about all the museums.
Yeah.
You said what?
How you structure the thing on Wix when it's leasing and exclusive?
Yeah, so let me see if I can pull that bitch up. I really just put my own leasing terms on that shit.
All right.
To where like, let me see if I could pull it up.
So how I feel, to be a multi-millionaire when you're at home? Like, do you worry when you go to work? Do you be stressed at FedEx?
Man, I don't know nothing. I don't have no money. What my nigga Kodak said on that video? Y'all be saying I got all that money on Instagrams. Man, that is prop money, man. I don't have nothing. That's so, all prop money.
What do you and your girl do on free time? When y'all have free time?
Damn, I ain't got it. So she's creative too. Like I feel like she has an eye just like I do for visuals. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get into like creative direction for like events and shit. You know how like she like loves Kanye just as much as I do.
Oh, she trying to do like the Rolling Loud shit when they direct the whole event.
Yeah, like she want like she does a lot. She does a lot. I think for sure she would be strongest in like live events, directing like how the set design and shit look. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's real good with that because like she's in the corporate world, but she don't really want to do that shit forever. Like it pays well. Mm-hmm. But in terms of like being fulfilled with life and just what you like to do, she's trying to get into that. So like a lot of the shit that I work on, or whether it's like videos, like I run it by her and I show her shit like, yo, what you think about this? And like we go to a lot of like art shit, like fucking museums, nigga, like live events that have I forget what that shit is called. It's like Sandman or some shit. It's like a
you talking about that? Spot. I ain't went there yet. That's the one they do the
they have like cars.
You could video in there.
Yeah, it's like
that's what you need to do for like a video. Cause I looked on there. I think we got to see how much it costs though.
I got a story about that.
I know it's
so the last video we did, not this most recent one that you helped us shoot. We did one right before that where we used that studio space. So I didn't know this. It was cool. Like I pulled up. Like I said, anytime I work, I'm in like management mode. Like I manage Dino while running the company that I produce. So like I take care of all like business shit. Like he'll book a session or like he'll tell me like, yo, we should use this spot. Take care of it. Then I'll pull up first, meet with whoever that's there. Like yo, he about to pull up or whatever. So I met with the nigga, and it's so crazy that you mentioned that shit because I seen this nigga yesterday. Who was running the spot. Mm-hmm. We seen him yesterday at the bar we was at. But so met up with him. It was cool. We got everything done. It wasn't until afterward Dino told me, because I seen him like talking and kind of getting like kind of a little seen it was a little
hiding in.
Kind of hiding in. I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? So it turns out homie said, because we had a spotlight that we rented in there too. Mm-hmm. He said because it was like some miscommunication in terms of like time and what will be available. So when
it was double booked, pretty much.
It seemed like it might have been double booked. So when I got there early, he was like, "Oh, the room y'all was supposed to originally use is good now." I didn't know what was going on because I just assumed it was good no matter what. But when he communicated with Dino, he showed me the text too. Homie said, "Yo, for the inconvenience, I'm gonna give you the money. I'm gonna refund you the money that you paid for the extra equipment." And you only have to play the flat rate for what the studio space was going to be. But when it came down to it at the end, he didn't want to get the money back because he was like, yo, because you weren't inconvenienced. But Dino was, and it makes sense. It's like, yo, so why did you even mention giving us the money back for being inconvenienced if you weren't going to honor that shit?
But then you now inconvenienced. Yeah. I can't say the word. You inconvenienced
so basically, when I pulled up,
he did it to you, but he was trying to avoid. He put you in a predicament.
Yeah, like when I pulled up, he showed me one space which was a smaller studio. Then like 5 minutes later, he like, yo, you know what? We could use the bigger one that you were supposed to use. And I was just like, okay, whatever, cool. So we set up. And then I remember doing while we were shooting, he walked in because like he let us use the space and we were able to do it. And it came out pretty cool. Video came out dope.
I know they got a great space over there.
It's a really cool space.
Yeah.
But during the video, Dino asked him like, "Hey, like, do you have the money for the refund?" And homie was like, "Yeah, I got you at the end." Then they went and had that conversation, and then homie was like, "Well, because you weren't inconvenienced anymore. Like, I don't think I should have to give you the bread back." But it's like what seemed like you said, it seemed like he double booked and whoever was in the other one finished first. So he was kind of like trying to ready it up while we were there too. And then realized like, all right, cool. So I don't have to give this bread back because they don't got to use the smaller space. But then it's like, why did you even mention any of that shit? Yeah. Why did you give us the option to be like, hey, you're going to get this money back if you weren't planning on doing it?
Is this something in a policy that says like, because I'm just saying that, you got to read.
So that's what I was thinking. Like I went to look on the website. They don't even have any like policy like agreements or anything on the actual site. I think is what in that case is really just based on what you guys agree upon
Oh, right then and there.
Right then, and then what was even more fucked up, we had it in writing what he said, but he went against us. And I mean, it's between me, it's all love. Nigga, I guess nigga just didn't want to.
It's all good, you know.
Like I said, that was like nigga just doing bad business. Really,
got to get their money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like nigga, you didn't even have to mention the refund.
It's like trapping.
Anything.
You know, he just fucked up, probably talking too fast.
Yeah, really, that's what it was. But I think he did it in terms of like he didn't think niggas would question it. Like that's a lot of it nowadays too. Like when people think you don't know any better, they'll try to get over on you however they can. Like,
you know what people try to do? I had this happen to me a lot. People try to get you overhyped for something to have you forget about the other shit.
Yeah,
and then you'll leave and be in your car like this motherfucking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had to happen a lot to me. Niggas try to like finesse like that. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's really what it is, bro. Like,
but
finessing.
Man, how are you? Is Real Records gonna develop into a studio space?
So in terms of the,
or is that what you want?
The label,
yeah.
So I have individual goals for me personally, and then we have goals for the company. For the company,
let's hear your individual goals.
So my individual goals, like I said, I'm setting up my beat store now. I want to eventually own like a recording studio.
Yeah,
like have my own recording studio space where
you can lease one from us. We got you.
yeah.
Where like I could start off, you know what I mean? Once it starts, I could be the chief engineer there, working in the spot, but really doing more business and probably find somebody to engineer, and then just kind of like a fucking Barron's, like a Studio 713, where we just have a nice space for people to come, but you also have like a photography room in there. More than just a recording studio, you could have like a space where you could just create content and that shit.
So you've been here for 6 years, right?
Or did about 6, 7 now.
Yeah, 6, 7 years. Did you see the boom of studio spaces pop up? Because at one point we had a joint on the north side. We got the one down the street by Fiesta. Yeah. But long story short, we had a bunch of studio spaces popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I guess people now in Texas realize, we can make money off of art. Like Sandman popped out of nowhere. All type of shit. Yeah, I see. You know what I mean?
I think that a lot, like you said, people realize that is money and more than just the music side of it. And niggas ain't making money off music nowadays. Like with the streaming, like how streaming is, there's no real money in that shit. So niggas looking at it like, yo, I'd rather provide I'd rather provide you a service to create your music and all of your content in one place, as opposed to, yo, you blow up off of a song, and because we recorded it here, we'll get the residual effects of being from working with you. Like that's how like Studio 713, Travis and like Don and them niggas do a lot of their did a lot of their recording. I think Don still records there and shit. Yeah. So like the engineer,
I thought he moved.
Yeah, I thought he left.
He probably moved for sure, but I guess when he come back in town, he'll record there. And like that documentary Trav put out, that shit that was on Netflix.
Yeah,
they showed that spot. Yeah, they had a scene.
It's Mom I Could Fly, huh?
Look,
or Mama I Did It or something.
Look, Mom I Could Fly.
Yeah.
Like they filmed some of it there. Yeah, my man went to the Hells.
Oh yeah, we going. Never mind. I'm gonna get the arcade stuff.
That nigga trying to get Bill Cosby lawyer right now.
Right.
All right. So you just said your individual, right?
Yeah, that was my individual
goals.
Right. For
what
sure.
Was your record label one?
For the record label, really just on some TDE Dreamville shit. Just develop a roster with a main act that will be the one that kind of spearheads the movement, and then eventually bring other people on that wants to follow the same suit of like, yo, when you sign here, when you work with us, we'll provide you with like more than just a name, a brand that you under.
But how your rotation will be? Because them niggas drop like a year. What is like everybody get their own year. They do like year after year.
Yeah. How TD we looking really more on like how Griselda and them niggas run, like where we could. As much content, we want to put out as much content as we can, but not compromising like quality. Like,
ain't Griselda like 3 of them niggas?
Yeah, well, it's 4. It's a chick in there now too.
It's a chick.
Yeah, Armani Caesar, Benny the Butcher, Conway, and Westside Gun. So Westside Gun is the mind behind all that shit, like creatively. So that's kind of like the role I'm trying to take, but producing, like, because like I do all of our like artwork design, fucking merch and shit, really building the brand's image, and then bringing people along that will fit into that. Like I said, we had a couple of artists that we were working with, like shout out to Dre. We were trying to like, when that nigga came home, we were trying to like do do that for him, but then, I mean, he involved in what he involved with and shit, and then he got connections to like Mo City and
doing
Trav.
lots of things.
And
Tell him
Travis
send me
and
some money
shit.
too, man. They owe me some.
So like he didn't really understand the vision as far as like where we were planning to do. He was just like, yo, I just came home, I'm lit. I know these niggas, they gonna put me on, so this is what I'm banking on. Which is like, I just understand.
So this what we doing. Need to get the contract out? I need 5 years of your life. Hey, I just need 5 years of life too, and I got you. We good.
Yeah,
Amen.
He's just trying to do it where it's not like the microwave way, like where you push it like that.
Now I feel you because I'm talking this. We all met in college. And how this all came to be, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. How y'all niggas know each other?
How we know each other? Okay, I don't do it backwards then.
Yeah.
I met Javen through this girl named Star Asia. That's how you met, through Star Asia, right?
The podcast.
Yeah, the podcast. And we did the social turn up. That's how me and him connected. And then that went
The social turn up?
Yeah, social turn up.
It's like an event?
Nah, it's a podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast. Okay.
I put it on your phone.
We was at Texas 101 Jams.
Yeah, we was at Texas 101 Jams.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Texas 101 Jams, they actually got a radio rotation, roster of people that do podcasts in the studio.
That's dope. And this is the college radio?
Nah, this is down. This on the west.
On the west side.
On the west.
Yeah, southwest.
Yeah. So, and the crazy part, I never met you at school, huh? We never saw each other at school.
Nope.
So that's crazy.
That's
I
how
never
it
seen
usually is.
I never seen him in school, and then I met him in the class because apparently I was being a funny nigga or some shit. This nigga be saying.
I told him like this, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So you was disrupting my learning, nigga.
I ain't fuck with him at first, but we had Dr. Teeth class for photography.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, okay.
I
I think it's that summer school class we had.
Nah, that's when I started fucking with you in summer school because I noticed he had the neck brace, right?
Nigga had a neck brace.
Yeah. That's the whole
You
different
got in a
story.
car
We can't
crash?
clarify.
I'm tired of going through that story, man.
We can't clarify. It's a whole different story.
We're gonna make it quick.
That nigga, I thought.
I had a attempt on my life.
Yeah, let's say that. Let's say that.
I didn't heal up fast enough to come back to school.
Yeah.
So I had to wear a neck brace for like
Yeah.
damn near a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was damn near a year.
and
I had a neck brace on. I used to hate that
For that
bitch.
situation, I thought right there, I was like, this dude probably break his neck doing skating. That's why I thought. I was like, this boy look like a skating ass nigga.
Oh, man.
But I did summer school, right?
Yeah.
We did summer school for what's his name? Ulassi
yeah.
and McBean, right? Mm-hmm. 2 cuts with him, right? This dude was just clowning, just doing dumb stuff, just being funny as hell. And I was like, bro, this boy is funny, bro. So we talked, right? And he was like, we just trying to get shit together for class. And he was like, I asked him, man, what you do, bro? He was like, man, I'm just trying to ed, man. We all trying to make it out here. You feel me? Trying to get in the game. So I was like, yeah, you right, bro. And I told him I make beats.
Yeah.
I think he did some shit where he was like, man, I'm about to download FL Studio on the Mac.
No. That's what happened. Cause no, that's what happened. We had the other class with McBean.
Yes.
And this before FL Studio upgraded their shit to the Mac finally, so I had the crack version. So I was putting all the crack versions on all the school computers.
All the cool computers.
And we was in class making beats on the fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? This shit hard right here. You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, we had because at TSU we had a lot of artists. We had we had Jew. What's our boy we had?
A lot of artists from
Greatness.
TSU.
Yes, a lot.
Greatness.
No, we had Greatness. I'm talking about the other dude we had class with. He was sitting there editing his own videos in class.
Who's that? That Mexican dude?
Nah, the black dude.
I know a nigga
talking about
named
Saint
Tobacco Ryan.
That boy right there.
I think that's him.
Bro, yeah, he was in class in his own video. I used trying to sign niggas on the fly. I tried to sign him one time. I say, hey, bro, can you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he cool with the homies.
He
cool.
Yeah, but we all had class together. So
Yeah, that's how I met him.
Pretty much everybody in the hip hop underground scene pretty much went to TSU. Was all in communication together.
Yeah.
And we all did like video editing, photos, and everybody had clothing lines and shit like that.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of
niggas was just doing shit
and just trying to figure, we just trying to find ourselves and shit.
Yeah.
And pretty much that's how I met him. And then before we was getting ready to graduate, we supposed to have this production company that's still in the works. Called Camping Season.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like a page for where I do my video editing. He do his DJ / making beats. He do his marketing, and then we had Alex, and he do his he was trying to manage.
Okay.
And then we had Doughboy, and he was making beats. It was just gonna be like some Wu-Tang shit.
Collective.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be some Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah.
Just without the rapping part, the production part. It was
Yeah.
all
Production
the
part,
production
yeah.
work. And it was gonna be hard. It's still in the works.
It could still be hard, niggas. It was gonna be hard.
No, it's still gonna be. I mean, it's still hard.
It's
People
still
just
hard.
like on different paths right now.
That's really
in
what
life.
it is. Because I think, like I said, when I was back home, I had a crew of niggas that had like visions of that shit too. But then when life happened, it's kind of like it don't take a back seat, but it really the path changes, and like it's hard to keep people on the same path when they got different shit in life going
It's
on.
true.
Yeah, but I got a new plan though. Hey, sign this contract. I need 5 years of your life. That's it. I figured it out. I should have did that shit in the beginning because everybody else been start doing different shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Tell my mom it was 3 of us inside the room.
Oh yeah, no, that's how it started,
Me
and then how it
and
ended
you
up.
and
It,
old
it,
boy.
it went from 3 to 5 niggas, and I'm like, bruh. And like, I ain't gonna lie, for a year we were attempted to like keep making music consistently,
Yeah.
and that shit just
That shit is tough.
it's tough. It's
it's
tough when you got a lot of different people too, because
Yeah.
like we had so many different rapping styles. Like he rap however he rap, and then we had like Little Booby,
Yeah.
and then I was rapping at the time. It was all type of shit.
That's
Yeah.
like when I was back home. It was me and my 2 homies. We had like a collective. We came up with Heartbreak University, and like it
I
was
heard
same
about
shit.
that.
Yeah, I heard
Heartbreak
about that
University.
too.
I was producing like I was doing all the like same shit I'm doing now. I was doing all the covers, shooting the vids, and like I said, when life happened, it kind of just like a lot of shit take the back seat. Or this was like early Instagram days, so this is before you could even like put your shit on the gram. You had to have like a Tumblr or some shit or like Twitter.
Yeah, I remember Tumblr.
And,
Bro,
like,
why we let Tumblr
Audio
go?
Mac.
I don't know.
It had too much porn on that shit.
I was just
Bro,
about to
now,
say that.
bro, now like Twitter. Bro, Twitter got whole videos.
Twitter, nigga, you fuck around and like the wrong shit. Your whole feed will just be mad OnlyFans chicks. You fuck around and follow one of them on accident.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a wrap.
Yeah,
like,
but my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
that
But
whole shit. Nah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
really, that's it's just like I understand working in the collect. That's why I'm so like proud of like what we would do, like what we were able to make with this weird record shit. Like it was really, we both came from similar backgrounds of that, trying to put something together, but all shit falling apart or just not working out or not panning out in the time we wanted it to, because just life and shit happening. So I mean, how we run this shit now? We run this shit real structured. Like
no.
sometimes I don't even really see this nigga Dino for the month until it's time to work. Like, cause he doing his own thing. He got a fucking child and shit, nigga. Like, fucking he co-parenting and he does that shit well, nigga. So I'm like,
Oh, super well. I ain't know none of that. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
ain't know
like,
that either, man.
I'm
yeah,
like, bro,
he got a young kid. Like he like 4. My nigga
that's,
Eli.
that's crazy. But
So like we structure this shit like every month. Like for the last 8 months since March, we put out a fucking project and a video and like merch and shit. So we'll
Yeah,
structure
cause
it.
y'all do it, man, pre-planning.
Yeah,
But
like
nah,
we,
That's how that shit
nah, that's
work.
how I like about y'all.
we
'Cause that's
plan
like,
that shit ahead. Like
I
for
need
sure.
you to take your skills and coach my niggas. Lost,
Yeah.
bro. Nah, cause for
pre-planned,
real,
'cause
bro.
most stuff.
It gotta be that way.
Most
like,
stuff gotta be like you gotta do like at least 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a recording.
Nah,
Try to put together
like,
which
I'm
gonna be
about
the
to
best
give y'all
songs and all that.
the breakdown of how we do this shit. This is
the pen and pad.
this the inside.
Oh, I already know what
Get
you're
the
talking
pen and
about.
pad. Nah, fuck all that. You be saying you know, and
this
then
the-
shit
I do
don't
know.
get done.
No, I do know.
Fuck all that.
I do know.
Hell no! Don't believe
know.
shit this nigga say.
I know what this nigga
Hey,
say.
nah,
I know what you're talking about.
We have a real nigga moment right now.
I got
Sir.
artists. I got artists that I'm working with right now.
lose.
Motherfucker.
Try to
You're
get shit
losing,
done
sir.
about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Record that shit and try to get shit done. Was November?
Yeah.
Try to get this shit done by April, March.
yeah. It's like how we do it. Well, like we try to do everything within the month's time. Like so,
Yeah.
we just put out something this Wednesday. Like we put out everything on every project on Wednesdays, videos Friday. We got Weird Wednesday. That's like a thing we just been pushing. So eventually, like it'll become an actual like stamp thing.
Yeah.
So we'll plan shit like beginning of the month starting. So one of these days we gonna call, like we have like our fucking meetings literally. Well, it's just him just calling me, but we treat it like it's a meeting. Like he'll call me, we'll kick it on like how our last few weeks or days was and shit. Then I'm always making beats, so that's how the music is always guaranteed to work. Like I'll send him one beat with like a reference maybe, or like both beats at the same time. He'll be like, all right, so I'm free these days, you know, when we work and shit. We only free nights really, or early morning. So I'm like, all right, this night works. He'll pull up, we'll start a record, get it done. And then I won't mix anything until both songs are ready and shit. So like we do that, then we'll plan like, all right, so we got these few days of the week that we both off, or we get this plan, usually a weekend. let's try to aim to do the video by then. So I know I gotta have the songs ready by that date. And then when that comes, I mean, we link up, we get the video done, and then the following Friday is when the video is gonna come out. Usually we film on a Saturday, so the following Friday the video come out. And the Wednesday before the video is when the actual project come out. We want to get at least 2 songs. Recently we've been doing like more. We've been doing like 3, 4. But we started in March with we want to put out 2 records. How it started really back in like January. I remember when it like froze and shit. It was like super cold out here. And we didn't have to go to work. Yeah. I was heavy because I used to be heavy on Twitter and shit. And then I got back into that because Twitter got a lot of like communities on there if you really cater your timeline to that shit.
That shit hard to find for me, right?
Yeah.
So I got like a lot of producers on there that like fuck with me just from like following niggas back. I went from like 250 followers on there to like right now to like 1,300 in like
damn, y'all shit down there close to getting monetized.
2 months.
Yeah.
In like 2 months. But just off of that type of marketing.
Blue check mark.
Legit.
Bro, they paying on Twitter now. They show you how to monetize your shit and
Yeah, I
everything.
think you monetized now. I think it's 1,000.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
Wrong.
And then it just went from like I started doing a lot of collab beats with niggas because I realized the community on Twitter is a lot of niggas that produce, but it's either like a lot of young niggas or I kind of see myself in them where it was back in the day where I was trying to do shit. You didn't really have an outlet. You just made dope music and shit. So I would collab with a nigga. And the original plan was every month we gonna put out 2 songs where each tape is gonna have a different beat collab that I made with somebody. So it started out for like the first 4 months. Each tape had like one producer that I collab with on both beats. And eventually it just went to like, shit, nigga. It kind of slowed up for the Twitter shit. And then I just, like, yo, we could just continue to do this shit. Every month put 2 songs out. So now we doing like 3, 4 songs every fucking month, nigga. At least 1 video. And then like some merch, some shit. If I got time to design some shit, I'll design
Bro,
some
you
merch
hella
and shit.
working, so.
And I'm telling
So
you.
who made the Bathing Ape shirt?
So I designed it. I got this how I met this artist dude. Like he draws and shit. Mm-hmm. How I met him, I was bowling. Me and my girl went bowling one Saturday, and it was the nigga that be behind the counter to give you the shoes and shit.
Yeah.
And you swipe like I don't even know how we started talking. I might have had some merch on or some shit, and we went to our lane, and my girl needed like another pair of shoes. Like the size was wrong, so I went back up there, and I'm like, "Hey, what up, homie? Can I get a different pair of shoes and some socks?" And then I don't know how we started chopping up, but he was just like, "Oh yeah, and I do photography and shit or something like that." And I was like, "Oh word, like I got a whole company. This is what I do." I showed him my Instagram, and then from there I was just like, "Yo, like we should do some work shit, like some work sometime." But this was just on photography. Then I asked him one day, I think it was when Dino was over, he was like, yo, we got to find somebody that could draw. And I just randomly hit homie like, yo, do you draw? He was like, hell yeah. So we did I don't know if you've seen, we put out that Super Duper Dino tape. He drew that fucking Goku looking, but Dino, he drew that. And I just come to him with ideas over time. Like, yo, you think you could do this? And I wanted to have an idea.
That's me right there. I did that. Yeah, you know, I did that. Son.
Yeah, he did.
I wanted to get some like Babe shit done, like with both of us in like the Babe style, because I always wanted to have, because I fuck with Babe heavy. Them niggas is kind of pricey. So I was like, yo, I want to get a Babe. I want us. You know how the rappers got the collab shit with Babe? They got themselves. I'm like, yo, we'll be live when we could do that shit. And he was like, oh yeah, I can do it.
For real did this shit back in the day, and I remember being a kid. They used to have like a generator for that shit.
They did.
So I thought. So I had 2 thoughts in my head. I thought you drew it, or you just found like a generator that did this shit or something. So I was like, oh, okay, because like I don't know, your work ethic is crazy right now. Everything you tell you just snitching on yourself right at this point.
I'm about to say, nigga, I might be telling too much, nigga. Shit.
At this point, I'm trying to figure out how you go.
But then again, it's like shit, nigga. Like I said, it comes down to how people use what you say. Because I don't ever like to hide shit. Like
if you working late at night, I see you on Instagram.
Nigga, I be up 5 in the morning, like bro, every night, like legit, like. When I get home, like that's my time to really get shit done. Like from 11 to like 3, 4 in the morning.
I got a question. How y'all do it? Because my body's so fucked up.
Yeah,
energy
I
drinks.
can't survive.
Energy drinks, bro.
Time energy.
You drinking Celsius?
That shit keep me
that shit
up,
better
bro.
than that shit better than
it's
Red
better
Bull.
than Red Bull. It's 0 sugar, nigga. It's non-GMO.
No free palm out here. Celsius not paying us. Do not drink that shit. First of all, I did not recommend it. I'm just letting you know right now.
Right.
They ain't paid
This
for me.
is a good energy drink that I fuck with that helps me for sure, nigga. Like and.
Only drunk the small cans. I never had the big ones. I seen you that day we pulled up. You had the big ones. I said, "Where the fuck you get that shit from?"
Yeah, bro, like that. And then it keeps me. So I usually tap into a space where once I get going, I'm gonna be okay until like I just feel like I got enough done. I can go to sleep now. But as long as I start, I feel like I can keep going no matter what. Even if I'm tired, I get in. You know how like niggas say when you an athlete, you get your second win, nigga. Like I think that's kind of how it is. Like I be tired, nigga. Like that job we do, I be fucking tired.
You know what I be having to do? I be having to like I have to literally get up in the morning, work out. And I be having to force myself to work. Cause sometimes I be on some late shit. I have to go work out, and then I kind of get a second win. But then by the time I hit the end of the day, I'm really done.
Cause that job we got, bro, that shit is not like
it's physically demanding.
Bro, that's what I said. I'm almost out that motherfucker. But
we're not talking about any past jobs. We're talking about here, sir.
Right.
Currently, I don't know where he work at.
Right. So facts. Like really, like I try to give people game and just like, cause it's all shit that I've learned through like trial and error. It ain't nothing where I feel like I got like the hidden secret to shit. I'm like, man, it's all shit anybody could do, but you really gotta have a goal in mind, have some shit in place, and really just continue to do that shit. Cause like at the beginning, nigga, like it was, I didn't know we would be 8 months in with this shit. Like I knew we could do it, but like shit, niggas really, when you look back, like damn, it's been 8 months, nigga. We on 9 right now. Like,
I know. I'm surprised because like
it's crazy.
I'm surprised that even me and you got this far. Cause I remember before I met you, before I said this, I had told this nigga, I said, hey, I'm gonna start. Me and him was talking about, I'm just gonna do a bunch of free videos for niggas in the city. Cause I'm like, I gotta build a portfolio. Yeah. Cause I've been like, build a portfolio. Then you came through and we just been popping it back and forth.
That was perfect timing, nigga. Cause like we was cool kicking at the job and shit. Me, I'm a type of nigga at work. I don't talk too much to people. Like, I don't know if you noticed that. I fuck with who I fuck with.
Yeah, at the job. Cause as soon as that boy put the phone in, he just be.
I'm gone, nigga.
But you know what I do? People don't peep what I be doing, right?
Yeah.
I do like investigating and friendliness.
Yeah.
So like I come to you and fuck with you like, man, what's up, nigga? How your day been? And shut your bitch ass up talking to me. You know, and they be like, goddamn. And then once I get that engagement, it be like, nigga, what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know y'all keep talking.
So yeah, man.
And that's really how it be. Like I don't really like to. I never used to like to tell too much of what I do. They got motherfuckers that either like be hating or you know what I mean. It's a lot of shit that could just go into telling people what you do, especially when you're working at a. Because I used to work at TSA, like at the airport, both airports, Hobby and Bush. Okay, and that shit is like a big ass high school. But then you working for the government too, so like that. Them niggas, they check your shit like legit. Like just work, as long as you working for the federal government, they will check your shit, nigga. Like I remember I got fired for that shit. I got fired for smoking weed, and I wasn't even smoking weed, bro. Like what? Dead ass. Like I got fired because I used to smoke weed, but then I had stopped maybe like 2 months in. Yeah. Because I just had a feeling. I'm like, yo, something just told me like you just stop smoking, but I stopped. I was clean for like 2 months. I got niggas that could attest to this shit. Like, yo, you smoking? Nah, I'm good. Mm-hmm. I got called because they used to do random drug tests.
Hell!
So I got called for a random drug test, and I was like, I'm good. I don't drink. I don't like smoke no more. I'm straight. Took the test, and I didn't think nothing of it. About a week went by. They called me like before I clocked in, like, hey, go to this office. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I go, but when you go the first time, it's like you and like 5 other people waiting to take your test. Yeah. Right. Second time I went, it was just me. So I'm like, second time I went, I was just in the office and nobody would tell me what was going on. Yeah, right. So like the secretary was like, all right, let's go, and I'm like, yo, can you tell me where we going? Like, what the fuck going? Because like we legit left the airport. I had to get in a car with her and drive to another place. Yeah. I'm like, yo, what's going on, shorty? Like, she's like, it's not my place to say. I'm like, yo, what you mean? I gotta do this shit. Tell me, like, what the fuck? Am I about to get fucking killed? Like, I don't know what's going on. So she's like, oh, you about the drug test? So I'm like, whew, like, all right, cool. Like, I ain't smoking. I'm straight. Yeah, yeah. We go, and I go to the office, and it's just me there. So I'm like, all right, this is kind of weird. What the fuck? Yeah. And it's like, they like, all right, you got to wait for the tester to come. And I'm like, all right. So they had another nigga come, like an independent guy come. Right. Mm-hmm. He had to go in the bathroom with me. He had to make sure nobody else came in. He had to set the stall up, like put some shit so like I don't flush. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, I'm like, this is kind of weird. So I do it again, not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, all right. So like the end of that week, I get a call from the doctor saying like, hey, is this so and so? Oh, I'm just calling you to let you know that you got flagged for marijuana in your system. What? And I'm like, nigga, you sure? Like, I don't smoke no more. And I know for a fact, like, I've stopped in enough time so where.
But you was drinking a lot of water, though, right?
Bro, I only drink water. Right. So I was like, he was like, I'm just letting you know before I have to report it. I just want you to know. Yeah. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I know I'm about to get fired. So like a whole other week went by. Mm-hmm. They called me in, they fired me, whatever. But what I did, because we had like a fake ass like HR
Yeah.
No, a union. We had a fake union, but they didn't really do shit for you. We was paying every month for it, but they didn't really help us.
Right.
Yeah.
So I call them. I'm like, yo, they just said I failed the drug test. Like, how? What can I do? Like, I don't smoke. Like, what the fuck can I do? So he was like, yo, go on your own and take your own drug test. Like, go to a lab and get your own drug test. Nigga, I still have this shit on my phone to this day. I took the test with them maybe Tuesday. Thursday, I went and did my own, got the results back. No marijuana in my system, bro.
Then why they do that then? Then what was the
So
point?
this is my thing. I'm like, I don't understand what the point was, but this goes back to what I was saying. Like, I used to be around a lot. Like, my Instagram used to be like niggas smoking weed and shit on it. It just looked like somebody that was up to no good and shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe they seen this shit and wanted just to let me go, but like to this day, I still don't know why they just did the shit. Like, but I was like, it worked out for the better because legit, I had applied to FedEx maybe the next day, and by the following week, I got a new job. So I was like, but the fucked up part about that, this day I got fired, I had moved into my new apartment, same day, nigga, and I was like, oh, my life is over. Like, I was newly single at the time too, so I was living on my own. So I was like, yo, my life is over, nigga.
Trying to figure out how you gonna make some money.
Nah, Max, I was legit reaching out to niggas like, yo, you still need videos? I got these beats.
Right.
But then, like, it all worked out for the better, like, for sure. Like, I look at that like that was supposed to happen. Like, I don't even look at it as like a bad, because literally, all the niggas I used to work with there, they look at me now, like I said, I'm not with them no more, and they see me still doing it. So they're like, yo, nigga, you popping, like, you on, like, you doing all this shit. Like,
nah, man,
can I get a
you grinding,
shirt,
bro.
like,
I see you grinding, bro. That's why.
I
I had to ask you these questions, man. I was like, man,
I don't ever like
you got
to
more.
hide game.
I mean, I be having more time than you because I'm a motherfucking package handler. I come into like
later
time.
in the day.
But
nigga, I be on
I'm
the
like,
job.
man, this man be working.
I be on the job on the phone doing business and shit, like setting up like my post. Let me get this shit here, and I might tap in with somebody. Like, I be hearing niggas say like, yo, you got to optimize your time. Like, I be hearing The Rock and Kevin Hart, just niggas that talk like that. That just, I didn't realize I was actually doing that shit until like people started telling me like, yo, nigga, I be seeing you working and shit. I'm like, nigga, I be feeling like I don't do enough. Like, I be feeling like shit, man. I be wasting time because like I like to fucking watch shows and shit. Like, so anytime this is fucked up. Like, it's not a good thing. Anytime I like find time for myself or like I just want to play a video game or watch TV, I feel bad because I'm like, fuck, like I could be doing something else. But that ain't good either. It's like, nigga, you could do both.
Man. So shit, you go to sleep and you wake up. You have like 4-5 hours of sleep, huh?
Y'all talking about finding time for y'allself? I ain't never got time for myself.
Nah, we just talking about schedule, man. You a busy man.
We talking about time management.
Time management.
Basically time management, yeah.
We talking about.
I be fucking sleep. These niggas be taking time from me. Let's go work out, B. Come on.
Low key, what really helped me too, and this is like a very bad thing, cause like, so I'm on probation right now. I was just telling this nigga when I came, like, nigga, last January I got a DWI, and I could have got fired for this shit because they took my license, but I hired a lawyer that was good enough to get my shit back. But I had to stop.
You know how to Texas Hammer?
Nah, I hired
Jim Handler,
Texas nigga. I don't even think he do that type of cases, but I was able. And niggas at the job don't even know that shit. Like, they don't know nothing about my shit. Like,
That's crazy.
If they could look it up, if they look it up, they would find it. But they don't know nothing about this shit.
Who the last dude we had that was on probation? We had somebody that was on probation.
I remember, but I don't remember the nigga name.
Because he just disappeared.
Oh,
like,
that nigga Jalen was on probation too. You remember?
Big Jalen with the dreads.
I don't know what nigga. Shout out to that nigga. I don't know what he do, but that nigga be getting money or some shit, nigga. That nigga be having rollies and shit. You got him on Instagram?
No.
I don't speak on niggas' business. That nigga be getting money. That nigga be getting money, bro. Like, he didn't need that job. But like, so I started my shit. It's not real probation. It's like a program, so you don't have to have probation. I got to check in every month, but I started in May. And I got like a fucking breathalyzer shit, nigga. Like a whole, you see that little shit I be carrying at work, nigga? That's my breathalyzer. I be telling niggas like, nah, this the 5, nigga. Don't fuck with me. Like, but it's real life breathalyzer, nigga. So I got to test that shit 3 times a day, from 5 in the morning to 8 a.m., from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and then from 10 to 12 midnight. One test I gotta do. So
you gotta stay up and steady do this shit.
Like, does it to make sure you're not smoking or what?
But so. This is wild shit. It's only for alcohol. Like, but I'm supposed to get I pay the court every month for a drug test. 6 months went by. I'm about to finish. I never got drug tested once. Like, my last day is this Tuesday. And I don't even got to check in. He said you could just do like the Zoom call shit. I have every day I got to do that shit 3. But it helped me manage my time better because I have to set an alarm every morning for 7:50 so I could be in that time for the 8 o'clock check in. Boom, to do the test. And then when I'm up like there, I'm just up. Like I can't go back to
Ain't
sleep.
no going back to sleep.
So I have that little bit of time window to do whatever or plan what the fuck I'm trying to do. And then, nigga, I be on the road, nigga, with the breath in the fucking in the... That's why I have to drive rentals, nigga. So especially when they put them cameras in them shits now. Yeah. What I do, if I do have one of the FedEx shit, I'll slide the bulkhead door, plug that bitch in, and I'll just be in the back shit, nigga, blowing into that shit. But like I said, it helped me.
Oh, the shit we gotta do at this whole.
It helped me focus up, nigga, real talk. Like...
Hey, sometimes it's a sign. Hey,
yeah,
if you get smarter,
it really was. Yeah. And this, you know what? My life been crazy. So I had that situation with the drug test shit that I passed, but they said I failed. With this alcohol shit where I got the DUI, nigga, I didn't even get pulled over by the cops. Like I had been drinking maybe, and I was at U of H. You know Pierre? He does like video. He actually do all the Tobacco Ryan videos.
Never met him.
So I know him.
I'm not really in the video space like I should be. Like I'm really just be at home. Like this is it.
Hey nigga, you wear records now. Shit, we been getting this shit even fucked up.
We getting money, B. Like you told him, yo, for real.
So like,
look, we just recorded a new one.
Hey nigga, that shit fire. That Moody, that shit came out hot. But so anyway, I was doing this shit with this nigga Pierre. He had like a little content that he wanted to put out with some artists. Had an interview with him, and it was like before he pulled up. They have, you know, by U of H, they got like that Pizza Hut, the Chase Bank, and it's like a little bar at the corner.
Yeah,
we was in there. It was on a Sunday.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we was having mimosas, nigga. So I wasn't drunk, and then like we had like 3 hours go by, and we were supposed to do a video that day. Me and Dino, we like a video that we ended up putting out. So I'm on the way home, and I had my old whip, my tires, because nigga working this job, I ain't had that much money, nigga. I couldn't change my tires, and it was raining that day. And my tires were real bald, nigga. Like I don't know how I never lost control of this shit. So I'm at the red light, nigga, and I'm about to. And this is why I knew it was a sign. I made a turn that I don't normally take to go home, but I was like, fuck it, the light red. Let me just turn, go there, and I can get home quicker, so I can get home for this, get ready for this video.
It's always when you rushing somewhere.
Like 3 minutes before I to near my crib, I turn. And all of a sudden, nigga, the car just starts sliding, bro. And like I fucking go up onto the median in the middle and hit a tree. Boom, hit the shit. Car airbag fucking pop out, nigga. But I was good. Like I was straight. I hopped out the whip and I was just like,
nah, you ain't straight. That's when you take yourself to the hospital.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, but nah, I was legit good. I wasn't hurt nothing. So that happened, and I'm just looking at the car. And my mom, dumbass, I'm thinking like, damn, how am I gonna get this car out of this? Like from here, I don't have to call a tow truck. It was some white people, nosy ass white people driving by. I seen, like, oh my God, have you seen what happened? Are you okay? You want us to call anybody? I'm like, no, I'm okay. Leave me, like, I'm good.
Crazy. They always care about you when you hurt.
They care about you.
When you hurt them live, you like, bro, no.
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, I'm fine. They're like, no, I think you need to sit down. You don't understand. You're in shock. So I'm like, I'm cool. I'm like, nah, I'm really okay. So they leave. So I'm trying to call like my tow truck people. Then I see the ambulance show up. I'm like, oh, fuck. They didn't call 911. Ambulance show up. They check me. Like, oh, nah, you good. Fire department show up. They like, did the test or whatever. Oh, yeah, now you straight. They leaving. HPD pull up now this time. So I'm like,
oh, yeah, they say he black. Oh,
bro, at this moment, I'm not even thinking like I got alcohol in my system because I wasn't drunk. I just had it in my system. But like, I was fine. I was walking good, everything. So they pull up and they asking me questions. I'm really here thinking they being helpful. But yeah, really these niggas is fishing for information. I'm like, so then it was two. It was a white dude and a little Mexican lady. And,
you knew it was wrong. That was wrong right there from the
start.
That was
it. That was the setup.
You had the super combo.
That was the setup, bro. Yeah. So she asking me questions. The dude is looking like he trying to leave. He like, yo, he's good. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. She's like, oh, I kind of smell alcohol in your breath. Have you been drinking? I'm like, oh, and then it really hit me. I'm like, oh, damn, this is a fucking crime. Like, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
I would have been like, nah, bro.
So I'm trying to talk. I said, no, I'm trying to talk myself out of it. They made me do the whole test or whatever. And they said I failed it, but I don't know. They said I failed. They videotaped it and everything. And then, nigga, it wasn't until they was putting me in cuffs. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm getting arrested right now, nigga. Like, oh, my God. As soon as this nigga Dino start calling me, my phone, I'm like, yo, can I answer that call? I got some business that I was supposed to take care of today. So they pick up the phone, put it to my ear. I'm like, yo, Dino, I'm getting arrested, bro. Like, I ain't going to make that video later. I ain't going to make that video, bro. He like, nigga, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So they took me in. I spent like the night there. I got out in the morning and shit. But I say that to say, like, all of this shit happens in the moments where like I wasn't actually doing the shit, But it was just a sign to be like, hey, nigga, you need to stop. You need to get your shit really lined up. And then from there, nigga, I just been focused, bro. Like, this happened last January. And fucked up part, that content I ended up doing, that shit didn't even come out, nigga. Like, that shit, he didn't even put that shit out. Like, I was like, all right, whatever. But I didn't start the program because it was COVID, too. So, like, a lot of shit kept getting pushed back. Yeah. Like, all the time. Like, this shit could have been probably done last year, but I didn't start till May this year.
I'm surprised they ain't, like, just forgive you for that shit. You know, they had some of the weird shit happen.
I thought that was going to happen. Like, my lawyer said don't be surprised if it did. But I think it all worked out well because I had stopped drinking in May. Because up and from January to May this year, I was still drinking, nigga. Like, fuck it. I wasn't driving no more because I didn't have a whip, but it taught me a lesson in terms of, like, I had no more car, and I'm in Houston. I'm used to in New York not having a whip getting around. And we're, like, over here where we stay, I live far from here, nigga. So I used to have to take Ubers every day. And I was spending more money on Ubers monthly than I paid in rent, nigga. Yeah. So
I seen you one day. I was like, you getting Uber and shit?
Yeah, bro. Every day I used to have to do that shit.
But you so humble about this shit. You like, yeah, I'm getting the Uber. If not, my girl gonna come get me.
That's how you kind of have to be, bro. Like, I have to look at it like, niggas say if you can't change the situation, you gotta change your perspective on that shit.
For sure, for real.
That's kind of how it was, and nigga.
That's how I be.
I'm here now. I'm about to be off that shit on Tuesday. I'm turning up, niggas.
I'm not for real.
This upcoming Tuesday?
Yeah, this Tuesday the 2nd.
Okay, good, congratulations.
I like your energy on the shit show.
I'm hyped.
That mean after that, we just going up from there now.
Up, nigga. And then, like I said, they got a lot of shit going on, like, in the backgrounds and shit. Like, the shit that happened with the Mo City shit recently. Like, that nigga who was going through that shit, he did my tag, nigga. So I'm like, and then he fuck with, like, that whole circle, Travis and Cactus Jack and shit. Nigga, Trav put him on the story yesterday. Just, it might still be there, nigga.
It's all right. Getting in there.
So I'm like,
getting in there.
See, look, that shit is just. This is more shit coming out. So I'm
it's
like,
all about getting in there. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, that it's just wild how timing this shit works. Like,
that's his page,
and that was my birthday. That shit happened like that on my birthday yesterday, and so I'm
that's
like,
his
wow.
page.
Yeah, that's from Bust Down
But
Media.
yeah, so, but like you go to Travis' story, like that shit is there. So I'm like, wow. It's just crazy how, like, shit work out.
I know, life is crazy, bro. If I tell you my life, you be like, you should have been a rapper. You should have been on. I done met so many people. Bro, at TSU, Maxo used to walk around that bitch. We was like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't know about how the street shit go out here. Like I said, I always used to hear stories, but I never.
Bro, you don't want to be about it.
I'm not, because I look at it like I'm not. I'm like, bro, that's y'all shit. Like, I'm here for the work, nigga.
That shit so ignorant.
Yeah, it's ignorant.
Low key, I had to. That's why I don't have people come to my crib no more, because my studio is at my crib, nigga. Like, yeah. I used to have the homie pull up and record, like, his first.
Oh, this your first time here at the studio, huh?
Oh yeah, this is my first
time. Don't tell nobody. This super like.
I fuck with it.
This a trap.
Get out of here, goddamn Javen. The goddamn podcast is good until you said that shit.
Nah, this is line. Like he used to come, like, when he got home, his first two projects, like, I EP Dumb Shits, I produced the entire second one. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we was trying to do, like, you know what I mean, set him up to where we was, like, the plan of what we had, but that didn't work out. But, like, he still just fuck with me off of, like, cause he be trying to get shit done now, but I guess he be paying for studio time and shit. He just like, yo, it ain't the same. But I'm like, I work with you, bro, but my space is my space now. I don't need no energy like that in my area. Like,
so you don't like the riffraff. I don't like the riffraff either, but it comes all the time.
No, I could do my shit from home, bro. I'm like, I can send you beat. Yeah, it's all love. Hell yeah. Right. But I can't be around.
That's what we had to do to cut down costs. Because before,
you like Dr. Dre.
What was doing before we had the studio?
Not having all those niggas around.
Huh?
What was doing before we had the studio?
All the time, bro.
You was going to girl.
Like, I done had so much shit.
Make bread on the table.
When I made that one, that's my first song. That's why I was trying to learn how to write music. Yeah, shit. Break bread on the table.
I done been through mad shit this last year. Like, we had an open mic night that I don't know if y'all seen on the news. It was a fucking shooting went down.
I heard it. I know.
Nigga, we was at that shit, nigga. I seen 3 dead bodies that day, nigga. Like,
what? You was in the crowd and shit?
Nigga, it was an open mic. It was with, like, it had nothing to do with the homies we were there with. It was just some other riffraff going down.
Yeah.
Shit.
Now see, and that's a lot of reasons. That's another
shooting,
reason.
Nigga, like, pop, like, and the nigga that did the shit don't know. I don't know nothing, but that nigga was a trained killer, nigga, because he only hit the niggas he wanted to get. And this was like 100 motherfuckers in this area, bro. Only the niggas that had the problems with him was the niggas that got hit. But that shit was wild, nigga. Like fucking commotion. Niggas had to run about that bitch. And my dumb ass, legit, because I had my camera, I was doing video shit. Mm-hmm. I had lost my camera, and my dumb ass, dead body literally right here in front of me, nigga. Pool of blood. I had lost my phone. I'm looking for my phone in the midst of like a crime scene. Niggas was like, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, what you doing? Mm-hmm. Luckily, I ended up getting my shit back because I went to my girl crib and I just started calling it. And then the nigga who had it picked it up and was like, yo, yeah, this is my address. Like, you come get it in the morning.
Oh, that's love right there.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, niggas not do that shit no more.
Yeah, niggas.
Wild shit. That happened on a Friday. The next Friday, we had a show opening up for King Von. 3 days later, King Von got killed, nigga, in Atlanta. So I'm like, yo, this is just some wild shit. And this hip-hop shit, bro. It was Friday. He was at, you know, that club Space?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was.
There.
He was there, yeah.
And my nigga Brazy opened up. We set that shit. We turned that shit up. Like, we got some content from it, nice ass video. Mm-hmm. Less than a week later, this nigga Vaughn was dead, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm going to stay in my crib, nigga, and I'm going to do my own shit.
But you know what, that don't really got nothing to do with it. That's like super street shit. I call it super street shit because, bro, when you get killed outside of your city, it just, you can't control that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, cause like even FBG Doug, it's like, bro, they just murking these niggas left and right.
That was in the city, though.
It's wild that you mentioned that, nigga. So the niggas that got killed that night had beef with whoever else was there. They didn't perform their song. They performed the FBG Duck song on stage in the open mic. And niggas ended up getting murked that night, bro. I'm like, yo, the universe don't play, nigga. Like, this is real shit. Like, they and like, I didn't know the song. I didn't even know who FBG Duck was at the time. But after like word came out, they said that he performed a song that wasn't even his shit. It was that nigga's song, just on some like, instigating beef shit. Mm-hmm. Like, nigga got killed that night. And it was some young niggas, bro. It was some niggas like 19, 20 and shit.
Bro, that's what I hate about the young niggas, bro. Why we just ain't going back to making music? Niggas out here doing dumb shit.
Yeah,
and that's why I
feel like too. I feel the same way too. I feel like
nah, but I feel
what
like
you put in the universe, it will come, bro.
Yeah,
that's what I feel like
Texas
too.
is trying to make like
big
a version of drill that ain't gonna hit. We don't need it.
No, we really don't.
Yep.
It's not gonna hit out here. That's just a London and New York thing. Like,
that shit real in New York, bro. Like,
yeah, but y'all do it with swagger though. Like when I heard Fabio talking about
that's the dangerous part about it, nigga.
Y'all do that shit with some finesse.
With the hi-hats going like.
Hey, that should be entertaining.
Them beats be hard as fuck.
They hard though.
Hey, I need to go learn how to make a couple of them beats. Give me a bag.
Yeah, man.
But it's just leave the street shit alone, man. There's a lot of money out here to not have to. But I mean, when you grow up in the streets, I guess niggas don't know how to let that shit go. Like, I was surprised with this. I don't even like talking about this shit so much, but how what's going on with niggas out here. Like, when I seen it on Button Podcast, it was surprising to see, like, damn, these niggas is successful and they still like.
Yeah, I seen one comment, man. They say Maxo in his 30s still talking about it.
Nah, the thing about it is,
I'm just saying. I don't know. I just read comments.
You know, I think about it is, I think like as being a child and you go through a bunch of childhood stuff and the people that are so called your friends and betray you stuff, and they still kind of around and still kind of affect you a certain type of way because they probably killed certain people that you was cool with and this and that and the other. Yeah. And I can see how it's hard to let it go because
it is,
you know what I mean. I want y'all to be mad forever. They killed me, nigga. We about to have the #1 podcast, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When life is lost, you really can't let that go in terms of just because anytime you see the nigga, it's gonna come up like internally.
That's true.
It's like this is fucked up, man. Like I said, I'm glad I had examples to understand to stay inside, nigga.
Right. Nah, I hung around old niggas and like they'll tell you. Like, I mean, the game is cool, but it's best just to stay in your own lane and stay out the way because you don't got to be in all that shit. That just
you ain't got to.
And don't let niggas drag you into that shit.
Yeah,
that's like my nigga Trey at the job. You know Trey?
Yeah,
that he like an old OG nigga. Like he used to put me on game about certain shit like that.
I'm not Trey cool though.
That nigga, now that's a cool ass nigga.
Yeah,
remember he bought shots for everybody. Remember when this nigga Marlon left?
Oh, you not, man.
Nigga bought shots for. It was like
he did
13 niggas. I'm like, man,
he did.
I'm not. Trader told me he got businesses on top of businesses, and he just showed me that like he's still being humble and he working at FedEx, and it's like okay, you can still do this shit and keep a regular job. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
Cause I be trying to tell these young niggas like, bro, you don't gotta just keep selling dope. Put your money in something else. Cause when the shit go down,
that's just not knowing anything else, bro. That's what it comes down. Niggas don't be knowing what's out there.
I don't give niggas no more excuses, bro. We got Google.
Yeah, they know.
We got Google. But you know how many black YouTube channels is? I see these niggas a video every day on entrepreneurship every day on different shit on like different businesses you can start and shit like that. Like it's money to be out here made. Niggas making money. Like the new thing right now is YouTube. Niggas is really breaking down YouTube pay. And shit, and we ain't never had it this clear in years. We used to think YouTube pay was a myth.
Yeah.
Now this shit,
it wasn't no myth, man. It wasn't no myth. That's
I'm
why.
talking about like back in the day. Remember they used to be like, oh, niggas getting paid off of YouTube.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell them.
Hell nah.
I ain't took advantage of that as I did because when he brought it back to my attention, man, about a couple months ago. He said you can get paid off YouTube, right? So I looked it up, and I was getting paid off YouTube before they changed the guidelines.
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did change that shit. Now you need like 1,000 subscribers, a certain watch time.
Yeah,
but they do have, cause like my girl do YouTube and shit too. They have like different communities and like shit you could join to where people help you establish like your watch time. Like you join like a Facebook group and there's like 20 people in that group. You got to get permission to join. Then they'll have everybody watch each other's shit, and then to prove that you did it, you got to take like a screen. You got to do like a certain amount of shit. And then it helps you get your watch time up and it builds subscribers. Like it's something that's to kick you off. Like it really don't help in terms of like bringing traffic to your shit because it's like generated. But in terms of like establishing the shit to be able to get to that point to monetize.
Yeah, starting off.
So send me the group.
Nigga, I got you. I remember I was getting my AT&T installed.
Same thing.
I got all the plugs, bro. I had a nigga installing my AT&T shit, and he seen like my setup. And he was like, "Hey, what you do?" I'm like, "This is when I was doing like beats on YouTube." This nigga does YouTube and has thousands of subscribers. All he does is he buys guns and like shows like where you can get ammo from. Like that's all his content is. Like, yo. Cause like in that community they had like a shortage on ammo and shit back when the pandemic. So he was like, these places like you could get ammo. And that's his whole page. This is like American, but it's for like black people. It's like
okay.
Cause you know when you try to like go get a legal gun, certain places don't fuck with you just cause you black.
Oh, he's like Rambo. He tell you how to do it the right way and shit.
That nigga like legit. He was like just like a cool nigga installing AT&T. I'm like, damn nigga, like you never know what niggas is doing out here, bro. That nigga
has crazy though,
and his shit is popping too.
You know Raven.
Yeah.
Her dude got like stupid numbers on YouTube.
Yeah.
He play 2K. That's all he do, play 2K.
He do play 2K on that.
Then he got dumb numbers.
Yeah.
When I say them hoes dumb, I was like, what the fuck?
They probably getting money off that shit.
I don't know.
She younger, huh?
Yeah, she like 20 something.
Cause I could just hear how she talk and just how they mentality on just the world is different. I remember one day she was saying like why she had the job. Like at first it tripped me out. I was just like, damn, you lucky, you privileged. But then it turns I was like, nah, you just younger, so you know more. She was like, yo, having to work to pay your bills is ghetto or some shit like that.
Oh, they be saying that dumb shit at work.
Yeah, and she was like, I only have this job so I can have residual income so I can do what I really want to do. And I was like, damn, that's. And hindsight, and first when you hear it, you like, damn, you fucking privileged. You ain't got to pay no rent, no bills. But then you look at it, you like, you younger, and you just got this knowledge early, so you able to really implement all this shit you done heard and really do this shit. Cause like I don't know what she do, but I'm like, damn, that's just wild. That's what their mentality is.
You know what I call us? I think we the age of everything was shifting with us.
Yeah.
So, cause like when I was growing up, I found out about MySpace. Then MySpace came. It was it was Bebo, MySpace. Then it turned to Facebook. Then we had Facebook, and then it grew to Twitter, Tumblr, a bunch of other shit. I'm saying that we just grew with the internet, and we grew with a bunch of shit. So like the knowledge we was getting
was on the fly. It was
on the fly, and we wasn't able like to consume it all. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's like I said, it's always the gender. That's like with everything. The NBA, these rap, like Cole is a perfect example. Like. When you got the knowledge of the niggas that came before you, you get to kind of see what they did and what not to do. So you benefit from it more. Like these niggas in the rap game now and like these NBA niggas is getting money, bro. Like niggas that's not even like, that's like the sixth nigga on the team getting like $75 million contracts and shit. Just because there's more money in the industry now.
You see what Meek Mill just said? He said he hasn't got a paycheck from his record label in a couple years.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know. Everybody say he trolling because it's kind of hard for me to believe. But then I'm like, I can kind of.
I think it might be true in terms of like when he signed, he probably got like an old school contract, like because remember when he signed with MMG, like this was
he got a Reebok deal or something.
He got endorsements and shit where he getting money that he probably don't need his music money, but that just goes to show you like, damn,
you gotta have something else.
Yeah, you have to.
But this is my thing though. I'm trying to figure out how in debt is Meek Mill into the rap game because he like that NBA YoungBoy shit. He kept going to jail. So how much did they pay to keep you from the super end?
What probably happened with him? Like he signed a contract and he fulfilled his terms. He probably got an advance. But he not getting no money from like his music, like just specifically music, just as cause like he got Ross above him, and then Ross is signed to whatever major he's signed to. So it's like it's getting bust down by a lot of people just before he even get to me.
Bust down, yeah.
So like he's probably telling the truth, but it probably don't matter for him in terms of like he probably trolling in terms of like putting it out there, but it's probably like truthful. That's like this nigga Drake. This nigga Drake money get bust down so much, but he's just so fucking popular that he don't need his music money. Like
right.
That's fact.
But no, they still play Degrassi, so I think he get royalty checks from that shit too.
Probably.
Cause you gotta think about it. He just said they rent out a fucking Benz or some shit for $5K a month. Ain't no average human doing that shit.
That Rolls Royce.
Yeah, that Rolls Royce.
When he rent that Rolls Royce,
ain't no average person can do that. And he wasn't a full blown rapper then. No, he was selling dope.
But no, I think you own to it though. I think you own to it though, because Snoop Dogg was just on the Breakfast Club and he said his first album he couldn't celebrate it because they was paying for all the lawyer fees and stuff to keep him out of jail.
Yeah, but see, the thing about when you go from Drake to Snoop Dogg, you can't really compare because that's a way different. That contract, the Snoop Dogg contract, way different. He getting fucked. Snoop was fucking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
He was like, come on.
Tom.
Oh, you a crib too? Come on, I'm gonna hit you some more. You getting extra tax.
I mean, Drake contract might not be too off though, because shit, like he under Young Money, which is under Birdman shit, which is under like 3 other major labels.
Yeah,
Universal,
Yeah, Birdman was fucking Wayne over too. So.
Universal.
Like none of them niggas probably seen like music money. They had to become Drake, Nicki, Wayne to really to be successful in this shit. Think about that shit. Like you had to be the best at what you do just to make it.
To be considered.
Yeah.
But there's ways out here, like my nigga Cole, like it's.
Man, how you feel about his Dreamville team? Since we talking about team labels, marketing,
I like it because it's like it's people that you wouldn't consider, like you wouldn't think. Cole is just I fuck with Cole because just look at how he dressed and just everything he does is not the norm of what you see in hip hop.
Him and Kendrick is battling to who could be the bummies. I don't know why.
That's what they doing.
Bro, it's the battle who could look like they ain't got no money. Shit. I can't wait to enter the game. It's white tee and Wrangler jeans. You know what I'm saying? And that bitch like, fuck it. I'm like this. I'm like, damn, bro, your sock dirty? Yeah. Let's go do this show.
It's hard today.
Bro, that shit confusing.
I fuck with Dreamville. They got Ari Lennox over there. I fuck with R&B a lot, so I fuck with her. Earth Gang is cool.
Bro, they came to TSU, Earth Gang. They some cool people.
They cool.
Yeah, because I ain't know, what's his name, KID? I didn't know he was part of Earth Gang at first.
Yeah, they got a whole other collective too. What that shit called? Spillage Village is like Earth Gang, JID, a couple other cats.
Oh, so they got their own little record label too under that shit?
It's like an imprint, yeah.
God damn. But you heard about Kendrick shit, huh?
Yeah, he got Baby Keem on that shit. I don't know if he's established yet, but you can see he trying to set Baby Keem to be like the number one artist.
Yeah, but if you look on his album shit, he under that label.
It say PG Lang on
there?
Yeah,
he PG Lang.
Yeah, so yeah,
all the way. He number one artist right now.
Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
But I think Kendrick is secretly getting his Legion of Doom together. Really. I think him and Cole gonna battle it out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I think it's gonna be. So I don't think it's gonna. Well, it might be. You never know. Like shit, because Cole put out some.
Because think about the Drake team, trash.
Well, Drake don't have a team that he support. Like he supports them in terms of them being on the label. But any nigga that's underneath OVO don't get no like push from Drake. Like you got niggas like Division, Party Next Door, Majid Jordan just put out a project. I didn't even know that shit was out. I had to go look for it.
I seen it.
It's hard. I fuck with it. And Drake is on that shit
but
too.
He keep them niggas mad. Like all the niggas like not really rapping
because they write for that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
like
that's what it is.
They write it like you listen. If you listen to all of Drake's albums, you can see the new act around that time. All of his music for that tape sound like they shit. Like you listen to Nothing Was the Same. That's when he signed Majid Jordan. All of that shit kind of sound like how their music sound. He had Hold On, We're Going Home was the big hit. They're on that shit. Weekend, he tried to get Weekend, but that's kind of how you see they probably fell out because of that shit. Take Care.
No, it was because of the album. They said the Take Care album was all Weekend.
A lot of Weekend.
That's why
shit.
it was so dark and shit.
Yeah, and then like, shit, Party Next Door. Drake knows what he's doing. He would never let any nigga be bigger than he is. So it's kind of like you got to be on a label and just understand that and just reap the benefits of just being OVO.
But then what about the alternative labels, like the super street labels, like the 1017s, the CMGs, and what's the other one?
Man, shout out to them brothers.
They just throwing their artists out. You know what I'm saying? They be giving their artists shots. Oh, QC, Quality Control.
QC, because them niggas is real like they pushing the actual label. They not artists. I mean, outside of Gotti, like Gotti really got one of the hardest teams out right now.
Yeah, his CMG going up. Yeah. But he did some weird shit with what's that nigga name that's going to jail?
TG.
Nah, the other nigga.
Doug?
42 Doug, yeah. He did some weird shit. He signed him and Baby co-own that nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And he proud of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I said it's the first thing I seen and know he in a Super 360 and proud of it.
Yeah, because niggas is not getting no money from music now.
A lot of people. Basically, man, a lot of people try to look for the opportunity, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's really come down to.
But in my head, when I be looking at the Wu-Tang and shit like that, and they be talking about like ownership and publishing and this and that other, yeah, selling my soul and all my records is gonna be enough to like motherfucking be like, you know what I mean? This shit is worth it.
Depends on what you're looking for.
Man, that's what Swift told me, bro. Swift told me it's based on.
You know he would rap a lot, right? He wanted to go.
Shout out to them brothers.
Basically, that's what he told me.
You know they studio down the street.
I know. I had an Uber nigga that used to tell me like he used to pick niggas up from there and take them to the studio and shit.
Okay.
Hey, we need to go walk down there and see what's up.
I'm cool.
And we
gonna be all right.
Probably get punched on, man. Nah, I gotta say, I was saying, man, Uncle Swift, man, y'all tripping. Yeah, Big Swift.
We might can put them in the 360, bro. I'm trying to, hey, they gotta go.
Shout out to them, man.
But yeah, he told me based on your situation because I asked him about what's a joint venture, what's a 360, was all that. I say most of them people do it for real position they in, bro. That's why most of them don't look at the fine print. Most of them just look at the money because one of them want the money.
Yeah,
but they don't know.
They want the right now.
But they don't know. But they don't know the advance. Yeah. You pay that advance, you blow it, you gotta pay that back.
Yeah, ain't nothing but a bank
to the label. Basically, yeah, they just a bank on. Record labels just a bank.
Now you ever heard of the producer 360? It's like two 360s. They got like a 360 for producers, and they got it's like a 40-80 split or something like that.
You talking about the producer deal, the 60-40? I think that's what you talking about.
When you sign it to a publishing company.
I think that's what
I think something about. Like that. It's some type of deal that producers can get.
All I know it's called
it's like
a 60-40. I know it's a 60-40 production deal. I think that's what.
I'm about to say that's what it is. Production. That's when you fucking with publishing. Because I mean, all of that shit is just they help you get exposure and shit. Because I was looking into a publishing company recently. They got this shit called Music Gateway, where they kind of they sell you on saying we'll get you exposure and like TV deals and shit. Yeah. But I didn't do enough research to really see. Because it's one of them shits. It's kind of like a DistroKid. You pay a subscription every month or year or some shit. Yeah. And then they take it. But you don't really know what they taking from you. Unless you like really look into it.
Yeah. So how you feel about that model, DistroKid and United Masters?
I fuck with. So I don't know much about United Masters. I've heard Steve Stout say it's better. But I haven't done my due diligence. I fuck with Distro. I use DistroKid.
I like DistroKid. That's what I use.
DistroKid works real fast. Like I put out some music this week. I put out a beat tape and a song.
Yeah, they do.
Real late at night, nigga. iTunes is always first. I put some shit out. It was like 3 a.m. By 4 a.m. that shit was on iTunes already, nigga. Spotify didn't go to like
only thing
a day later.
About United Masters, they real analytical. So they check everything.
What you mean? In what terms of what?
Like, remember I told you like YouTube beats and shit. You take a beat from YouTube and try to like upload that shit.
Oh, they won't let you do it.
They want to make sure you have ownership and shit like that.
Well, I mean that's actually good though because it's helping them because they don't want to get caught with a lawsuit at the end of the day. Yeah. So it's actually better. It's probably more work in terms of.
And they take longer.
Yeah, it's probably because they doing their due diligence.
But they have hella features though. Like
they do take longer.
That's the only thing good about United Masters. They have hella features. It's more intuitive. Like if you got music on your phone, you can upload from your phone.
Yeah, I'm about to say
that's the only thing about they got an app.
I heard they do more for you too. Like as far as like getting your, they could place you in like certain
get that clubs you want to,
different shit. Like,
but I heard they got
It's Kanye for y'all.
I know Steve South said they got private deals too going on.
yeah, exactly. That's what I heard.
Because that's what NLE Chopper under. He on.
I'm gonna say
they
private
did a
deals.
deal with probably, but they just did a deal with TikTok. I think I might be wrong.
A new one.
Yeah, but they also did a thing where you can get paid with crypto or something like that. Let's say something like that.
You not mess? Oh, I need that. I need all Bitcoin.
You can pay with crypto or you can pay some shit with. That's all I remember. They say you can pay something with
this is
crypto.
cool. It's innovative. Like that's how the world moving now. There's niggas in like NFL and NBA getting part of their contracts in crypto.
Yep.
I was telling Boomy and Nino that I want to start doing like songwriting.
Yeah,
because I got a lot to talk about. I don't want to do no singing or nothing. I just want to song.
It's right. Yeah.
It's right.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what it is? That shit is powerful in music because a lot of niggas. Like I got homies that write real well, but they want to be the star. They want to be in front of the camera. So it's like that's
not me.
You gotta find an artist that
just want to write.
Don't got an ego in terms of like having you help them do that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Like shit. That shit is important, bro. Like that's kind of how we trying to build this shit where like niggas that could come in and allow you to have that input to be like, yo, you should say this like that. You should take that word and say it this way.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah,
right.
Instead of like, nah, I have it like this. This is what it's going to. It's like, all right, cool. Like, I've been doing it, so I kind of just have the ear to know what sounds a little bit better.
So that's my next question. So like, what gets you into the mode of like, do you start with the beat first, or do you start writing first?
So I start with the beat for sure.
Okay.
This is another piece of game that I'm like, I'm giving all the way, getting tips all the way. What I do,
this is a helpful episode.
I'll make beats and I'll go on YouTube based on whatever BPM that I have, and I'll find acapellas on YouTube and play some shits on my beat and kind of see how flows sound better on what beat I made, and then I'll put some shit to it that I'll record, and then I'll send it off like, yo, this is kind of the direction. You don't got to use this shit, but this is what I hear on this record,
right? And
then this is kind of where like just a guideline. It's kind of just literally like a blueprint. Yeah. So I definitely start with the beat first, just because that just helps me get in the. Because I know a lot of people write first, and then it's a lot harder to fit it to a beat when you don't really have one in your mind that you're thinking to. Right. So when you try to rap it to something, it'll be good words, but it just don't fit that vibe if you're not there. And it might take a little longer too. You sitting there trying to craft something for something you got already. Right. I think it's always better to write to the beat. To the beat. You could kind of you can know exactly where certain shit will be. Like structurally, like I'm visual. Like I need shit to really, I need to see it to be able to create. So I'll kind of like, once I can see it there, I'm like, all right, I know that could be chopped out. I could put a drop there so the beat could go empty. And it's kind of shit like that. For sure, I'll do the beat first. Okay. Because of writing that, because like I said, I make music and shit too, and I've heard people say they write their bars first and then put it. Unless you have a flow that's like real template based that could really fit to anything. Like shout out to Dre, that's how he came out of prison with. I have at my crib now like folders of his shit of just raps, but his flow and pocket is so precise that it'll fit to whatever beat that I can make around it. But some people write to where they just hear some shit in their head and then they try to lay it down and it's not in pocket because the beat might do something here that just takes them off beat and shit. So when I write, like I have to have the beat first. Yeah. Because I can't just make a words like that. I kind of.
Yeah, see how I write, I freestyle the shit. Because the thing about it is I adjust my voice to the beat. So
exactly, yeah.
Whatever the beat, how fast the beat moving, that's how fast I'm going. Depending on what it do, and then whatever the changes in the mixes is, I adjust the freestyle to that. But that shit is a long process for me because I be having to destroy, remake.
But that's honestly, I think a lot of people do it that way. It's kind of like it's called like the punch-in method, where like you really you recording as you go. Like you, especially if you got a home studio set up, you can record some shit, listen to it back a couple times, or just record like a cadence. Like that's how a lot of our music we do. Like we record cadences and like flows of no words. It's just like and then go back and like put words to what it sound like. Right. And then nigga, like you do that a couple of times, you just come up with a formula of how like.
Oh, I need to send you my memos. Then you gonna use some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Too much.
I want 10%.
You can listen to this episode and start a whole record label, nigga. Like,
right. Oh, at least get on the right track. Let's say that you put yourself in the right lane.
I mean, you could do both. Like, but it just depends on how you apply that shit. What you hear. That's why I never like to hide information. Like I tell niggas, and it's like it's up to you what you do with the information. Like I was talking to one of my homies yesterday. He was saying how he wanted to go to the studio, and I'm like, bro, going to the studio all the time. You're gonna spend a lot of money when you could just buy your own equipment,
right?
And then
invest in yourself.
Yeah, you could get a lot more work done. Because I feel like no matter how long your studio session is, you're gonna feel rushed when you're in there because you know the clock is just ticking.
Yeah.
And you're working on another nigga time, so it's like
it's really the business thing. You go to the studio. It's like when you got the finished product. That's what I had to learn for a while because I was in that syndrome like, oh, let's just go to the studio. No,
that's what I do.
You know what's crazy? This is why studios making a lot of money though. Because if everybody did what you said to do, it'd be less.
I'm about to say, bro, what we saying right now is pushing fucking entrepreneurship and investing in yourself. A lot of companies in America goes against that, so you have to need them,
right? Like, so you can't work for them, and you need them. Yeah,
but that's the goal. That's the American dream. That's how you American dream.
That's how they fuck you up out here. They don't tell you that. They tell you can make it out here, but they don't let you know. Not working for me is the way you're gonna make it.
It's not right.
That's why at our job, nigga, that's why I don't fuck with it on a moral level. Because all the managers there, they treat you as if you need this shit. They treat you like, yo, they talk to you in that way. Like,
that's why I talk to him crazy.
That's why I fuck with you.
That's why I talk to him crazy.
You talking to him crazy?
This nigga, talking to him crazy.
Talking crazy.
I fuck with it, bro. Like I fuck with it.
You can't, bro. Not because I be.
Yeah, what you be saying, Boomy?
They respect that though.
I'm half hood, nigga, half nerd.
What you be saying?
You push that button, I'll just be
nigga like, no, I can't do that, man.
Nah, it's just
I ain't going back out.
The last incident I had was this Caucasian lady, right? At the job, right? And she tried to tell me some like
I seen the video.
They try to demand
there's a whole
you.
video on me.
I seen the video.
They were trying to
video?
It's a video, but they try to mislead you into some shit, right? So
this nigga in the new
they'll come to you and be like, what time you come in? Okay, let's say 2:00. You come in 2:00, right?
Yeah.
You come to work, right? And they be like, hey, say, Jay, you know you doing that big ass truck over there.
Okay.
And you be like, nah, why did everything change when I came in?
Yeah.
Oh, because such that. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. And they hate when you say no.
Yeah.
And when you say no, then it fuck them up because they wasn't prepared for you to say no. They was prepared for you to be like, okay. It wasn't prepared for you to say yes. They was prepared for you to be like, okay, whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Once you say no, it's like, but why?
Yeah, they look at you.
because I know in my contract I don't gotta do that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like that nighttime shit, what he was trying to say, bro, you will finish your whole job. Everything you're supposed to do, what you obligated to do by law, what you're supposed to do.
And one of the men just pull up and be like,
and they will come to you with a smile and be like, you know,
tall
bro,
black guy.
We got 6 packages. Can you go back out there and deliver?
No, they don't say can you. They say, hey, we need these packages. But the fucked up shit that these is packages that other niggas were supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Right. And they couldn't do it, so
real.
they try to put it on you to make you seem like it's just been sitting here. Like,
Like you've been here all day.
Like, nah, nigga, this nigga couldn't do it. You wanted him off the clock. So you knew I was gonna be here. So now you gonna try to make me think I have to do this shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, the job is fucked up. There's a lot of miscommunication. Like, bro, we went to work.
It's on purpose, bro.
And work didn't start at 2:00.
Yeah, I feel like it's on purpose.
It's calculated, bro.
Mm-hmm. Bro, we didn't went to work. Oh, we just got this at the last minute, and then they ain't tell nobody.
Nope.
And we
just waiting for y'all
that
to
should
find
be right
out.
there. No, that should be right there.
Everything's
like
calculated,
right there.
bro. That shit come from the top. Like how she run that shit there.
Yeah.
That she does it purposely. Like you could tell all the managers are trained that one way to make you feel like, yo, if you don't do this shit, your job is in jeopardy. And a lot of niggas there is older dudes and like people that need this shit, so they don't really have anything else outside of their work. So they look at it like
they look
have
at it
to.
like that, right?
Yeah, they like, fuck, I can't lose my job.
They can't fight back. That's all it is.
Right.
But see, a young nigga like me don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, it's like, bro.
Like
I don't give a fuck either.
You got it, but when you show them that, they stop fucking with you. Like,
Yeah.
I remember one day, one of the managers was just walking by, and she was just like, "Oh, why you look like that?" I'm like, "And I hate it here." Like, right. And I kind of said it under my voice, and then she was like, "Hey, what you saying?" I was like, "I hate it here," and then she just made a face like, "Damn."
Bro, for the past week, I've been trying to uplift a protest. This shit never happened, bro. Right. I'm trying to get the bag,
This
dog.
nigga's the Black Messiah.
Right. Hey, bro.
The Black Messiah.
The Black Messiah don't, man. The real Black Messiah don't even want to be the Black Messiah.
That's the episode. That's the name of this episode, bro. Because everything we talking about is to on some like, yo, you could do it on your own, nigga.
Right.
You don't need these niggas.
Nah, I mean,
entrepreneur.
that's true. Everything like that's why I listen to podcasts so much.
Yeah, that's why I get all my knowledge from. Like, I just apply shit they say in their industry to what I'm doing.
Ain't no bullshit. Yeah, because I listen to podcasts so much because it's so much free information, free game out here, bro. That and us being, bro, we not old. No matter if you in your 30s or not,
we young,
bro. We young as fuck.
We
No,
still
like, bro, the world will have you fucked up. Bro, y'all remember that shit on Instagram where it used to be like, in your 20s, it was like this. Niggas want Jordans, but I want the house and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it'll have like an age limit on there.
Yeah.
But niggas will have you thinking like, by the time you hit your 30s, you're a fucking failure.
Yeah.
And it's not it. Because when you get to a job like FedEx, it's a lot of failures. And you be like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you motivated.
Like, everybody got a different path. You're not gonna tell me this is what it's supposed to be. It's not like that.
That's why a lot of niggas be upset too. Like when I used to work with TSA, you know the joke about TSA, them niggas is always angry and rude and shit.
Yeah.
It's because them niggas get there, they get content and they hate themselves for that shit, bro. They just be upset all the time because they like fuck. Like they might feel like, damn, this is all I could do. I can't do nothing else.
Yeah.
And then you're dealing with the public every day, so you could just talk to them however the fuck you, because you ain't gonna never see these niggas again. You could talk to them crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like you could say whatever. It's wild. It's real wild, man.
I'm not for sure, man. I really appreciate this episode.
Yeah, no, this is a real good episode.
We did hit another 2 hours.
Yeah,
boy. This is,
I appreciate talking to you.
Y'all had some
2
good
hours.
conversation today.
Yeah,
And
man.
this is on the fly.
I
I
do
ain't know
this
he was
shit
gonna
again.
show up.
Nah.
I thought he was gonna tell me, I ain't, bro. I can't make it today. So I'm gonna be like, all right, yo, it's all cool.
I felt bad because we were supposed to do this shit like Thursday or 2 days ago.
Nah, Wednesday. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had told the nigga. I said, this nigga,
I
Sean
forgot.
hit me up.
Yeah, he
And
told
I
me.
forgot. I'm in the bed like this, texting you like, yeah, bro. Then, it's whatever. I ain't
I
tripping.
had forgot because I was off this. I was just doing a lot of shit, bro. Like I said, I edited that video. I put my beat tape together. I did Dino project. We put all this shit out this week. So I was just getting that shit done, and it slipped my mind. I'm like, fuck. And then I ain't hear from you, so I was like, damn, let me just reach out and let you know that, because I wanted to do this shit. Because I got another homie that did a pod that I wanted that I be doing sometimes and shit. That's why I was like, all right, now we gotta set a time, and then. Because like I said, yesterday was my birthday. When I scheduled it, I forgot. So I knew I was going to end up sleeping by my girl crib and get up late and shit. That's why I hit you this morning like, hey, nigga, like, I ain't going to make that 10:30, bro. I'm still trying to do it, though. Like,
Oh no, it's all good. I already understand how it is with you with your woman and your lady and all that stuff. But now I really appreciate you. You have really showed me today that you was a super fucking hard worker.
man.
Yeah,
And
man.
I need to step my game up.
Yeah.
And the whole
And I
team
need to
over
set my
here.
game up.
Yeah,
What you
I'm
yeah,
mean?
man.
because
Yeah,
I'm trying to be a boss like
He
you.
took a
I'm
whole
trying,
vacation.
nigga,
You
like-
should be a millionaire right now. You gotta tune some shit.
Happy belated birthday, too.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you,
Yeah,
boy.
happy
I
birthday,
appreciate it.
man.
I
Gotta fine
definitely,
tune some shit,
I
bro.
definitely come on this shit again. Like, I just like having these convos. Like,
Oh, no,
this
for
is
sure.
useful information, bro. It's like you said with pods. This shit is out there. Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with Charlamagne heavy through
Oh, yeah.
podcasting. Like, I discovered him. I knew about Breakfast Club and shit, but I got into him as like a person through his podcast and shit. His jokes and shit, but he'll give you certain games, tell you his story. He said he got fired like 4 times when he was 32. He was living with his parents with a kid. And then that's when he got like the shit for Philly. Then he ended up working with Wendy. Got the Breakfast Club deal, and shit, that nigga is a multi-millionaire now.
Yeah.
So,
Author
at
and
32.
everything. Yeah.
so
Sometimes
like,
your life put you through some hard ass shit. To
Yeah.
be like, nah, motherfucker, this the shit.
man.
But look at Bernie Mac, though. It took
Free
him
game.
10 years.
Bro, I feel like for males, and I'm just speaking about males because we all males in the room. It's gonna take a nigga at least until he by his 30s. Because like, bro,
Yeah.
think about it. If we did get everything in our 20s, we probably would never met. We probably be fucking up a bunch of money.
Yeah.
You want to be prepared for it.
You want to be prepared because
Yeah.
it's so much. Because like financially, it's so much financial stuff that be going on that we don't be up on game. Like niggas we be in tax jail. You know,
Yeah.
just go to jail for taxes.
Yeah.
You pay your taxes, ain't that a
Wesley
bitch?
Snipes out this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? They will get your ass in this motherfucker, dog. So like, nah, I really appreciate this shit.
Gems. I call this shit free lunch.
Oh yeah, free lunch, gym, all game. You know what I'm saying? But shit, hey, that was it, man. That was the show. Braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? You know, any last words?
Nah, just
Oh
bye,
man,
y'all.
I'm tripping while I'm doing that shit. I'm glad it didn't hit. Matter of fact, man, your socials, bro.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta tell
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
your
socials.
socials.
yeah.
Word. You can follow me everywhere at. So I'm gonna say it and then I'm gonna spell it out, because when I say it, niggas be like, "Oh, that's how it makes it easier to understand."
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, because I thought you was 2 this whole time.
two Twogetherhigh. But when you sound it out, it sounds like Together High. But it's spelled TWO for the number 2. So it's TWOGETHERHIGH. It sounds like a lot when you spell it out, but if you just remember Twogetherhigh or Together High, you'll find it. You just put the TWO in there, you add a G, it'll come up. You can find me there on Instagram, Twitter.
This shit right here?
Yes, sir. I'll follow you back right now.
Yes, make sure you follow me back.
And like all my content, you see, I kind of try to give that shit a nice theme. I just like I'm real like creative director with all my shit. Like I like it to look a certain way. So I got all my shit. It look like real.
I have to check it out. Cool check it out.
Shit. Yeah, man. Everywhere. And then you can go to the website www.itsabouttogetweird.com. The number 2 is how you put 2 in there. So it's about the number 2, getweird.com. You get all our content out there. Yes, sir.
Any upcoming projects, anything new?
Oh, so definitely. We just put out another Dino project. It's called Shadow. It's 3 songs on there.
Okay, y'all be on the lookout for that. Shadows.
Yeah, that just came out. And I put out a beat tape on there. You can find me VTWO52 on all streaming platforms.
Hold up, V2?
Yeah.
We doing episode 5. This shit was meant to be.
Telling you.
This shit was in the stars. I thought about this shit.
5-2, yeah.
5-2.
Hey, 5-2, episode 5.
2 hours, nigga.
Hey, for real. Hey, this shit.
See?
There's some shit going on in this motherfucker.
That's the universe.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's universe talking right there.
Universe.
Hey, I gotta get Dino next then. He gotta be next on here.
For sure. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was just about to say. Like,
yeah, we gotta kidnap him
next
for
time.
sure.
Next time we do this shit, we have my nigga Dino pull up too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So y'all want to say y'all goodbyes?
Yeah, man. It's your boy Nino, man.
It's your boy Javen the Gemini.
Yeah, I had my 2 other co-hosts from the other show, from Unknown Purpose. So y'all will be able to see this episode on that show too, also. And there's your boy Boomy Trill Figure, and that's it, man. That was braggadocious.
All right.
Braggadocious. Braggadocious.